London on a Sunday evening is never in a hurry. The fog drifts slowly, too slowly to notice, but slowly enough to feel. The lamps along the street glow faintly, each one surrounded by a circle of golden haze. The carriages that pass do not rush. Their wheels turn, but not quickly. Their wheels turn slowly, as if even the horses know this is a day of rest. The stones beneath the wheels are damp. The sound they make is steady, but soft, softer than on other days. If you listen, you will hear the same sound again and again. The wheel turns. It turns once more. It turns again. Always the same, never changing. Always slow, and the street itself waits in silence. You walk along this street. You walk slowly. Each step echoes faintly and then fades. Echoes faintly and then fades again. You see the number 2221B. The brass numbers on the door are dull in the fog. They do not shine, they only wait. The door itself is tall, wooden and dark. The handle is cold, smooth, polished by countless hands before yours. You reach for it slowly. You feel its chill. You turn it gently. It moves without resistance, as if it has always known it would move for you. For you. The door opens. The hinges do not creak loudly. They only sigh, a small sigh, a quiet sigh, as though even they are tired. You step inside, and the air changes. Inside, the air is warmer, softer, touched by fire, touched by wood, touched by tobacco. The stairway rises before you. Wooden steps, each one worn by years of climbing. You place your foot on the first step. It creaks. Not loudly, not harshly, only softly. You lift your foot and place it on the next. Another creak. One step, then another step, then another. Each creak different, each creak the same. The higher you climb, the quieter the world outside becomes. The fog, the wheels, the bells all fade into silence, and the only sound that remains is the slow creak of the stairs and your own breathing, which has become slower, softer, quieter, without you even noticing. London on a Sunday evening moves differently than on any other day. It does not hurry, it does not rush, it does not demand your attention. It only waits. The fog arrives first. It creeps slowly, almost invisibly, until the entire street is covered. The fog is not heavy, not light, but something in between, a soft blanket that hides details, that softens edges, that makes the world quieter than it really is. The lamps along the street glow dimly. They are not bright. They do not shine like the sun. They only hold a faint circle of golden haze around themselves, each lamp its own small island in the sea of mist. You look at one, then the next, then the next. Each lamp the same, each lamp slightly different, but all of them quiet, all of them quiet, all of them patient, all of them steady. The cobblestones beneath your feet are damp. They shine faintly in the lamp light, though the shine is blurred by the fog. Each stone is old, each stone worn by countless carriages and countless footsteps. They do not resist. They only lie in place, as they always have, as they always have, as they always will. And then a sound. A wheel turns. A wooden wheel pressed against the damp stone. It rolls once. It rolls again. Then again. Each turn slow, steady, deliberate. The sound echoes, but the fog softens the echo, makes it fade before it can travel far. The horse that pulls the carriage does not hurry. Its hooves fall one at a time, one and then another, steady, always steady. The sound moves closer, then farther, then disappears into the fog again. You listen, and for a moment there is silence. In that silence you hear something else, the faint ringing of a church bell. It is far away, so far that you almost doubt it, but then it rings again once, then once more, and then silence again. The sound does not linger, it does not echo endlessly. It comes, and then it goes, and the silence grows deeper. You breathe, slowly, deeply. The air is cool, it is damp. It carries the smell of stone, of iron, of wood, of coal smoke from chimneys hidden in the fog. Every breath feels the same, and yet each breath feels slightly different. You notice the coolness first, then the heaviness, then the faint warmth of your own breath as you exhale, in and out. In and out, slow, steady, unchanging. Ahead of you a street lamp flickers. It does not go out. It does not blaze brightly. It only flickers. Once, then steadies again. Once, then steadies again. The flame inside struggles with the damp air, but it does not fail. It holds on, gently, patiently, endlessly. The houses rise on either side of the street. Tall, narrow brick upon brick. Their windows are dark. Curtains drawn, shutters closed. No movement, no light, no sound. Each house is silent. Each house is resting. Each house is resting. Each house is part of the greater quiet that fills this Sunday evening. You walk slowly, your footsteps soft against the stone. Each step the same, and yet each step slightly different. Sometimes the stone beneath your foot is smoother, sometimes rougher, sometimes flatter, sometimes raised. But always the step is steady, always the step is calm. One step, then another, then another. You notice the railing along the edge of the walkway. Iron, painted black, though the paint is chipped in places, worn in others. The iron is cold to the touch, though you do not touch it. It glistens faintly with the moisture of the fog, drops of water forming slowly, very slowly, until they fall. One drop, then another, always the same, always slow. Somewhere in the distance, a door closes, not loudly, not suddenly, not suddenly. Just a soft thud, as wood meets wood, as a latch falls into place. The sound fades quickly, absorbed by the fog, swallowed by the quiet. You walk further. The numbers on the doors appear one by one, each with its own number, painted or carved. Each number slightly different, but all of them familiar. You are looking for one number, 2, 2, 2, 1, and then a letter B. The numbers are brass, though the fog makes them dull. They do not gleam, they do not shine. They only rest upon the dark wooden door. They are there, as they have always been there, waiting unchanged. The door itself is tall, narrow, solid. Dark wood, polished many times, touched many times, touched many times. The handle is brass, cool, smooth, shaped to fit the hand. It waits for you as it has waited for countless others. You pause, you breathe again. The fog curls around you. The lamp above glows faintly. The street behind you fades into silence. The door before you waits. It is Sunday. It is quiet. It is calm. And all you need to do is open the door, It is Sunday. A quiet Sunday in London, a Sunday that does not rush, that does not hurry, that does not demand anything from you. The kind of Sunday that waits. The kind of Sunday that lingers, the kind of Sunday that simply exists, slowly, quietly, without resistance. The air is damp. It is cool. It carries with it the faint touch of rain, though no rain is falling now. It carries with it the weight of fog, a fog that has settled like a blanket, soft and endless, stretching across the streets, across the stones, across the windows and lamps. The fog moves slowly. It does not sweep, it does not rush, it only drifts. One wisp here, another wisp there. It curls, it folds, it hangs. Sometimes it thickens, sometimes it thins, but it never disappears. It stays the way silence stays in a room after everyone has gone. You stand at the edge of Baker Street. The cobblestones beneath your feet are damp. They glisten faintly, faintly, under the dim yellow glow of the lamps. Each stone is old, each stone is worn. They are uneven, some slightly higher, some slightly lower, but all connected, all pressed together, forming the same familiar road that has been here for centuries. You lift your foot, you place it down, the sound is soft. Then you lift the other foot, you place it down, another soft sound, another soft sound. Step by step, stone by stone, the rhythm is slow, steady, unchanging, and yet each step feels slightly different. One stone rough, another smooth, another flat, another curved. Different, yet the same, always steady, always calm. The lamps along the street glow faintly, faintly, not bright, not strong, not sharp, only faint. Each lamp holds a flame behind its glass. The flame flickers, it wavers, it bends, but it does not go out. It holds on. It survives the damp. It survives the fog. It continues, small but steady, fragile but constant. You pass one lamp, then another. Then another. Each lamp the same. Each lamp slightly different. Each lamp its own small island of light. Islands separated by fog, connected by silence. You hear something. A wheel, wood against stone. It rolls slowly, steadily, pressed by the weight of a carriage. The sound echoes, faintly, faintly, but the fog softens it. The echo does not travel far. The horse that pulls the carriage does not hurry. Its hooves fall. One, then another, then another, then another. Always the same, always steady. The sound grows nearer, then it passes, then it fades, and then it disappears, and then it disappears. Silence again. But silence is never empty. Silence carries small sounds. The faint drip of water falling from an eave. The faint rustle of fabric as curtains move behind a window. The faint, distant hum of a church bell, so far away you almost doubt it. It rings once, then it rings again, again. And then it stops. The silence deepens. You breathe, slowly, deeply, in, then out. The air is damp, cool, heavy with fog. You taste stone. You taste iron. You taste coal smoke from chimneys hidden in the mist. Every breath the same, and yet every breath slightly different. Cooler, then warmer, then softer, then heavier. In and out, in and out. The rhythm never changes. The houses rise on either side of the street, tall, narrow, endless rows of brick, each house the same shape, the same size, the same design, and yet each one slightly different. Different paint upon the door, different railing before the steps, different curtains behind the windows, but all of them quiet, all of them still, all of them resting. The windows are dark. The curtains are drawn. There is no light, no movement, no sound. Behind every curtain there is a family or a person or a silence, but from the street nothing shows. From the street all is still, still and quiet and endless. Your footsteps continue, one and then another, soft, steady, calm. Sound does not disturb the silence, it becomes part of it. It joins the silence, it melts into it, it disappears within it. The iron railings along the walkway are slick with damp. Black paint, chipped here and there, worn here and there. Droplets cling to the iron. They swell slowly, very slowly. Then one falls, then another, always slow, always steady, always the same. Somewhere behind a closed door, a latch falls into place, a door closes softly. The sound is muted, swallowed by the fog. Not sudden, not harsh, only soft, only quiet. You walk further. Numbers appear on the doors. One, then another. Each number different, each number the same. Some carved into wood, some painted, some made of brass, some of iron. Each one waits. Each one marks a place. Each one is part of the street. You are looking for one number. 2, 1. And then a letter, B. The numbers shine faintly in the lamplight. The fog dulls their shine, softens their edges. They are not bright, not sharp, only steady, only present. They do not call out. They only wait. And then you see it. 2, 1. B. The numbers rest against dark wood. Wood polished many times. Wood touched by countless hands. The door is tall, narrow, solid. It stands unmoving, unchanged. The handle is brass. It is cool. It is smooth, it is shaped to fit the hand, it waits. As it has always waited, as it will always wait. You pause, you breathe again. The fog curls around you. The lamp above glows faintly. The street behind you fades into silence. The door before you waits. It is Sunday. It is quiet. It is calm. And all you need to do is open the door. All you need to do is open the door. But you do not hurry. You do not rush. You wait, because time itself has slowed. The street has slowed. The lamps have slowed. The silence has slowed. And you have slowed too. You stand before the door. You look at the numbers. You look at the brass handle. You look at the wood, dark and polished. You hear the fog shifting. You hear a droplet falling. You hear your own breath, steady, slow, endless. This is Baker Street. This is 221B. And this is where your quiet Sunday truly begins. ZZT Chapter 2. Inside 221B. The entrance hall and the stairs, the door opens. Not quickly. Not suddenly, only slowly. The hinges move creaking gently, not harshly, not loudly, but softly. The sound is thin, stretched, fragile, the kind of sound that belongs to an old house. The kind of sound that is patient, the kind of sound that has been heard many times before. The door moves back. It does not swing, it does not rush, it moves slowly. It opens carefully. It opens as though it knows there is no reason to hurry. The air of the street fades. The air of the house appears. It is warmer. It is heavier. It carries a different scent. Wood, coal, cloth, and the faint smell of paper, old paper, resting, waiting. You step inside. The sound changes. The stones of the street are behind you. The wooden floor of the hall is beneath you. The wood creaks. It does not break. It does not complain. It simply acknowledges your step. One creak, then another. Then another. The entrance hall is narrow. It stretches forward, but not far. The walls are close. Painted, but faded. The paint once brighter, now dull. Not unhappy, only old. Only quiet. To your right a stand, an umbrella stand, tall, iron, dark. Inside it umbrellas rest. 1, 2, 3, perhaps 4. Their handles curved, their fabric folded. They do not move, they only wait. Each umbrella waiting for rain, each umbrella waiting for use. But tonight, no rain falls. Tonight, they are still. Beside the stand, a rack, a coat rack. Wooden, sturdy, reaching upward. From its arms hang coats. Thick coats, thin coats, old coats, heavy coats. Wool, cloth, leather, some worn, some patched, some new, but all quiet. They hang silently. They hang patiently. They hang patient. They hang as though they are asleep. The air is still. You breathe again. The scent of fabric joins the scent of wood. The scent of damp wool lingers faintly, as though coats once wet are now dry. The scent of coal dust rests faintly, drifting from the fire that must be burning somewhere deeper in the house. You breathe in. You breathe out. The air is still. The air is steady. The air is calm. Your foot shifts again. The wood creaks again. Each creak different. Each creak the same. Each creak the same. High, then low. Soft, then softer. But always creaking, always answering your step. On the wall hangs a mirror. Tall, narrow, framed in dark wood. Its glass is slightly fogged, slightly dimmed by time. It reflects the hall, but not brightly. It reflects you, but softly, but soft. Your shape, blurred by the glass, blurred by the dim lamp above. The mirror does not shine, it does not call attention, it only reflects, quietly, calmly, endlessly. A small table rests beneath the mirror, wooden, worn. Its surface scratched in places, polished in others. Upon it lies a hat, a bowler hat, its shape round, its brim small, its crown smooth. It rests, waiting, unmoving. Beside it, a pair of gloves, the leather soft, creased, folded. They too wait, they too are still. And then the stairs, they rise ahead of you, narrow, steep, climbing upward. Wooden steps worn by countless feet. Each step dipped slightly in the centre, polished by time, polished by use. The banister rises beside them. Wooden, smooth, dark, its surface gleams faintly in the dim light. Drops of polish long since dried, but their shine remains. The banister curves upward, gently, patiently. You look at the stairs, they do not move, they do not rush, they only wait. Each step waiting to be stepped upon, each step waiting to creak, each step waiting to carry you higher. The lamp above flickers, it does not go out, it does not brighten, it does not brighten. It only flickers. Once, then steadies again. Once more, then steadies again, always fragile, always steady. You place your hand upon the banister. It is smooth, it is cool, it is firm, it is firm. It does not resist, it does not shake, it only supports, it only guides. Your foot rises. It finds the first step, the wood creaks beneath your weight. Not loudly, not harshly, only softly, only gently. The sound fills the hall, then fades, then disappears. You lift your other foot, you place it upon the next step. Another creak, another sound, another moment. The sound fades again. The silence returns again. One step, then another, each step the same, each step slightly different. The creak higher, the creak lower, but always creaking, always steady, always calm. The hall behind you fades, the coats fade, the umbrellas fade, the mirror fade, the mirror fade, the mirror fades, the table fades, the door fades. All of it grows quieter, all of it grows softer, all of it disappears into the silence, but the stairs remain, the stairs climb, the stairs wait. Your hand stays on the banister. It does not leave, it rests there. It slides slowly as you climb. The wood is smooth beneath your palm, cool at first, then warmer as your hand lingers, the surface curved, polished, familiar. The steps rise, one and then another, each step waiting, one and then another, each step waiting. Each step creaking, each creak a little different. One creak long, one creak short, one creak deep, one creak shallow, but always creaking, always soft, always steady. Your foot presses down. The wood bends slightly, not enough to break, not enough to fail, only enough to answer. It bends, then returns. It creaks, then rests. It speaks, then falls silent again. The silence is never empty. The silence carries sound. The faint tick of a clock far away somewhere upstairs. The faint hum of a fire burning somewhere beyond the hall. The faint sigh of the old house itself, wood shifting, beams settling. None of it loud, none of it sharp. All of it soft, all of it calm. You rise to the third step. Then the fourth, then the fifth. The banister curves with you, always beside you, always guiding. The wood steady beneath your hand. The steps steady beneath your feet. The silence steady around you. The lamp above flickers again. Its light trembles. It does not fall. It does not fail. It trembles, then steadies. Trembles, then steadies. Always the same. Always the same. Always soft. Always faint. Halfway up you pause. You breathe. The air is different here. It carries more warmth, faint but present. The faint warmth of a fire. The faint warmth of closed rooms above. The faint warmth of cloth, wool, fabric resting in stillness. You breathe it in. It is softer than the air of the hall. It is softer than the air of the street. It carries less damp, less fog. It carries more wood, more dust, more warmth. It is not heavy. It is not sharp. It is only calm. Your foot rises again. You place it upon the next step. It creaks. It answers. The sound lingers for a moment, then fades, then disappears. Only silence remains. Step by step, the stairs climb. Slowly, patiently. You do not rush them. They do not rush you. Each step its own world. Each step its own moment. Each step a small sound, then silence. Always sound, then silence. Always sound, then silence. You notice the wall, narrow painted, fading with age. The paint once bright, now muted, cracks in places, lines that travel upward, always upward, like maps of time. The wall carries its own story, but it tells it quietly. So quietly, you almost do not hear it. You notice the carpet runner along the stairs, thin, faded, once red, now dull. The edges frayed, the fabric worn, yet it holds. It has held for years. It will hold for years more. It does not resist. It only rests. It only waits. Your foot presses upon the carpet. It gives slightly, softer than bare wood. It muffles the creak. It softens the sound. It makes your step quieter, calmer, slower, and still you climb. Step after step, sound after sound, silence after silence. The rhythm repeats. It repeats again. It repeats endlessly, until time itself feels slower, until time itself feels quieter, until time itself feels as though it has stopped. The stairs turn. They curve slightly, gently, guiding you upward. The banister bends with them, smoothly, slowly. It does not twist. It does not jerk. It only curves. It only rises. The steps narrow slightly at the turn. Your foot adjusts. One step smaller, one step shorter, still steady, still calm, still the same. And then the landing. It appears slowly, not sudden, not sharp. It appears at the top of the stairs, waiting, a small square of space, a pause, a resting place. You reach the last step. Your foot presses down. The final creak sounds. It is no louder. It is no softer. It is no softer. It is only final. It lingers, then fades, then disappears. The landing beneath you is wood again, flat, polished, worn by feet that have crossed it many times. It does not creak as loudly. It does not bend as much. It only rests. It only waits. The walls close around you. The halls close around you. The hall behind has faded. The stairs below have faded. The coats, the umbrellas, the mirror, the door, all gone now, all quiet, all far away. The landing is here, and here only silence remains. There are doors, one to the left, one to the left, one to the right. Their wood dark, their brass handles faintly glinting in the dim light. Closed, silent, patient, each door holding its own quiet, each door holding its own stillness. But for now, you do not open them. You do not touch them. You only stand. You only breathe. You only listen. The house holds its breath with you. The silence deepens with you. The quiet grows with you. Quiet grows with you. This is the landing. This is the pause. This is the place between the stairs and the rooms. And here, the quiet of Sunday continues. See Chapter 3, the sitting room, fireplace, chairs, tables, and books. The door opens. Slowly, quietly. The sound of wood against wood, hinge against hinge. Not harsh, not sudden, only soft, only patient. The air of the sitting room drifts toward you. It is warmer here. It is softer here. It is softer here. It carries the faintest scent of coal smoke, the faintest scent of ash, the faintest scent of something burning, slowly, gently, endlessly. You step inside. The floor changes. It is wooden, polished, though not smooth. It is worn, dipped slightly in places where many feet have walked. Your foot presses down. The sound is faint, not sharp. Only a quiet creak, softer than the hall, softer than the stairs. And then the fireplace, the heart of the room. It glows softly. It does not roar. It does not blaze. It only glows. Red, orange, faint yellow. The colours shift slowly, lazily, as though even the fire has grown tired. The coal rests in a bed of ash, black in places, glowing in others. The glow pulses faintly like breathing. In and out. Bright, then dim, then bright again. Always slow, always steady, always calm. A log cracks softly. The sound is not loud. It is not sudden. It is gentle. A small sound in the silence. A sound that fades as soon as it begins. The fire sighs. It shifts. It settles. It does not fight. It does not hurry. It only burns. It only waits. It only glows. It only glows. The warmth spreads through the room. It touches the air. It touches the walls. It touches you. Not hot. Not heavy. Only warm. Only steady. Only calm. Beside the fireplace, a chair. An armchair. Its frame is wooden, dark, polished, strong. Its seat is padded, cushioned, covered in fabric. The fabric is old, slightly worn, slightly faded, but soft. Always soft. Always waiting. The chair does not move. It does not creak. It does not sigh. It only rests. It only waits. It has carried countless bodies, countless hours, countless silences. It carries none now. It rests empty. It rests still. Beside it, another chair, slightly different. The back higher. The arms narrower, the fabric darker, but the same stillness, the same silence, the same patience. The chairs face the fire, always the fire, as though the fire is their companion, as though the fire is their reason, as though the fire is their only purpose, and perhaps it is. A small table rests between them, wooden, round, its surface polished but cluttered. Upon it, a pipe, long, curved, resting in place. Beside it, a box of matches, small, square, worn, the edges darkened by touch, the top faintly scratched by use. A book rests upon the table as well. Open, though not being read, its pages yellowed, its edges curled, the words printed but blurred by time. The book waits. It has waited for hours. It may wait for days. It does not complain. It only rests. The table itself does not move. Its legs are steady. Its frame is firm. It does not wobble. It does not shift, it holds what it holds. It waits as it waits, it is patient, it is silent. Against the wall, another table, longer, rectangular, covered in objects, small objects, large objects, objects that do not shine, objects that do not speak, objects that only wait. There is a violin case. Closed, dark leather. Its straps buckled, its handle curved. It rests upon the table, unmoving. Inside it, a violin sleeps, silent. Still, unplayed. There is also a stack of papers, untidy. Loose sheets, folded sheets, pages resting at angles, some with writing, some blank. The ink faded in places, fresh in others. The papers do not shuffle, the papers do not fall. They wait to be used, they wait to be forgotten. A magnifying glass rests upon the papers, round, clear, its handle wooden. The glass reflects the faint glow of the fire, not brightly, not brightly, not strongly, only faintly, only gently, only patiently. And then, the books. The shelves line the walls, tall shelves filled from floor to ceiling, filled with books, old books, newer books, thick books, thin books, books with leather covers, books with cloth covers, books with paper covers. All resting, all waiting. The books do not move, they do not rustle, they do not speak, they only rest. One upon another, row upon row, shelf upon shelf. Endless, quiet, still, their spines face outward. Some cracked, some smooth, some gilded, some plain. The letters faded in places, sharp in others. Each spine its own story, each spine its own silence. The smell of books lingers. Paper, ink, leather, dust. It fills the air. Not heavy, not sharp, only soft, only calm, only endless. You breathe again. The air carries fire. The air carries paper. The air carries silence. In and out, in and out. Slow, steady, unchanging. This is the sitting room. This is its stillness. This is its silence. The fire glows. The chairs wait, the tables rest, the books remain, and all of it is quiet, all of it is calm, all of it is endless. The fire remains. It does not change quickly, it does not hurry, it does not end, it only burns, slowly, quietly, softly. The flames rise. They rise in shapes you cannot follow. A curve here, a flicker there, a spark, brief, then gone, and then another, and another, and another, always different, always the same. The coals shift again, one small sound. Then silence, then another sound, then silence again. The fire does not speak in words, the fire speaks in pauses, long pauses, endless pauses, pauses filled with waiting. Ash gathers at the base, it gathers in layers, grey upon grey, white upon white, white upon white. Soft, lighter than dust, it does not move unless the air moves, and the air does not move. So the ash rests, it rests and rests and rests and rests. Above the fire, the mantle, wooden, dark, solid, it holds objects too. Quiet objects, patient objects, they wait as everything waits. A clock rests there, small. Square, its hands move but you hardly see them. You only hear the ticking, tick, tock, always steady, always the same, and yet never the same. Each tick carries you further, each tick carries you deeper, each tick carries you slower. Beside the clock, a candle, it is unlit. It has not burned for some time. The wax is white, the wick is black. It stands upright, it waits upright, it does not bend, it does not fall, it only waits. Beside the candle, a framed picture, faded, edges worn, the image behind the glass blurred, not sharp, you cannot see it clearly, fair, you cannot see it clearly. It does not matter. The picture rests, the frame rests, both are still. The chairs remain where they are, they do not shift, they do not change. The cushions sag slightly in the middle. They have sagged for years. They will sag for years more. No one fixes them. No one fixes them. No one moves them. They remain. The table between the chairs holds what it holds. The pipe. The matches. The open book. The objects do not argue. The objects do not rearrange themselves. They remain. Always in their place. Always waiting. Always resting. The larger table against the wall holds more than you first saw. Holds more than you first saw. A glass half filled with water. The water does not move. It does not ripple. It does not shine. It simply rests, flat, unchanging, calm. Beside the glass, another book, closed. Its cover plain, its title faded. You cannot read it. You do not need to read it. It rests anyway. The violin case still waits. It has waited for hours. It has waited for days. Perhaps it has waited for weeks. It will continue to wait. Silent, unopened, unplayed, unplayed. And then your eyes drift again to the bookshelves, row upon row, shelf upon shelf, each shelf heavy with books. Some lean slightly, some stand upright, some press against one another, others tilt gently, or remain where they are. You notice one spine, dark brown, the letters in gold. The gold is faded. It once shone brighter, now it shines faintly. The letters read slowly. They read only if you stare. Stare, and then you stop staring. The spine remains, another book beside it, red cover, fabric, not leather. The fabric is frayed at the edges, the corners worn, the title almost gone. It does not matter, the book rests anyway, and another, a thicker volume, black cover, smooth polished. Almost no wear. It looks newer but not new. It looks younger but not young. It too waits, it too remains. The shelves stretch upward. Your eyes rise with them. Book after book, spine after spine, row after row. The repetition never ends. The repetition soothes, the repetition slow. Dust upon the top shelves gathers, thick in places, thin in others. It does not move. It does not fall. It only waits. Dust waiting upon books, waiting upon shelves. All waiting together. You breathe again. The air tastes faintly of dust, faintly of paper, faintly of paper, faintly of ash. Not sharp, not heavy. Only soft, only faint, only endless. The silence deepens. It does not grow louder. It does not grow stronger. It only grows deeper. The silence has weight. The silence has shape. The silence fills every corner. The fire shifts again. One small crack, then stillness. One small pop, then stillness. The glow continues. It does not stop. It does not fade. It continues. And all of it, the chairs, the tables, the shelves, the books, the fire, all of it remains. All of it waits. All of it rests. Time does not hurry here. Time does not run. It only ticks. One tick, then another, then another, then another. Each one slower than the last. Each one softer than the last. Each one carrying you downward gently, deeply into sleep. ZZZ Chapter 4, the windows and the view outside the room holds more than fire. It holds more than books. It holds windows, tall windows, old windows, windows that face the street. They stand at the far end of the room, two together, side by side, framed in dark wood, heavy wood, polished but aged. The windows rise nearly to the ceiling, not narrow, not wide, simply tall, simply still. The glass is uneven, not perfect, not modern. It bends light faintly. It blurs the world faintly. The glass itself is old. It has been here for years, for decades. It has seen rain. It has seen sun. It has seen everything, and still it remains. Outside the rain falls. Soft rain, gentle rain. Not heavy, not harsh, only endless. The drops strike the glass, one after another, always different, always the same. One drop trails downward, another follows, another joins it, they meet, they fall together, they fade. The sound is steady, not sharp, not loud, only soft tapping, only soft dripping, always repeating, always returning. The sound lulls, the sound continues. Behind the glass the world is blurred, the street is faint, the houses across the way, the street is faint, the houses across the way are faint. Their outlines soften, their edges disappear. The rain hides them, the glass hides them. They fade into distance. The lamps outside glow faintly. A street lamp stands below. Its light is golden but weak. The rain softens it. The glass bends it. The glow is hazy, diffused. It does not cut the dark. It only drifts through it. It only hovers within it. Above the street, the sky. Grey, endless grey. Clouds without shape. Clouds without edge. Only a mass of dimness. Only a ceiling of dull colour. It does not change quickly. It does not hurry. It simply hangs. It simply waits. The curtains rest beside the windows, heavy fabric, dark in colour, thick in weight. They hang straight, unmoving. They do not sway. They do not stir. The air inside is still. The curtains remain still. Their folds are deep. Their folds are deep. Their folds are heavy. They fall in lines, line after line, fold after fold. Always the same, always unmoving. The curtain rod holds them in place, strong, silent. It has held them for years. It will hold them for years. It does not bend. It does not shift. It does not break. The windowsill beneath the glass holds a layer of dust, fine dust, soft dust. It gathers slowly. It gathers slowly. It gathers always. It is never cleared. It is never gone. It rests. It waits. A small crack in the frame lets in air. The faintest draught, colder than the room, sharper than the fire. It moves faintly, almost unseen, almost unseen, almost unfelt. But it is there, always waiting. The rain continues. Tap, 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 always the same, always different, always waiting. The sound joins the fire's sound. Crackle and tap, crackle and tap, crackle and tap. Together but never loud, together but always soft. One sound inside, one sound outside, both slow, both calm, both endless. The glass grows misted in places, breath of the room against breath of the night, the warmth inside, the cold outside. They meet upon the glass. They leave faint fog, faint clouding, faint softness. Your gaze lingers. It does not hurry. It does not shift quickly. It drifts from raindrop to raindrop to raindrop to raindrop. From pane to pane, from shadow to shadow, from blur to blur. Time slows, time pauses, time fades. The curtains, the glass, the rain, the street beyond, all of them remain, all of them repeat, all of them wait. Nothing changes quickly. Nothing needs to change. This is the window. This is the view. This is the silence of rain. The rain does not stop. It does not hurry. It does not grow. It does not fade. It simply falls, drop after drop, line after line, always falling, always waiting. Each drop is different. Each drop is the same. One slides slowly, another falls quickly. One clings to the glass. One clings to the glass. Another joins it, then both fall together. The motion repeats. The motion never ends. The motion calms. The street below is wet, shiny with water. Dark stones made darker by rain. They gleam faintly under the lamplight. Not bright, not sharp, only faint, only blurred. Carriage tracks line the stone. They fill with water. Small channels, small pools. The water gathers. The water waits. The water reflects faintly. The houses opposite stand still, brick walls darkened by rain, windows dim, some with faint glow, curtains drawn in most, no movement, no sound, only presence, only stillness, only stillness. A lamp above one doorway burns, its flame weak, its glass wet. The light flickers faintly, not bright, not sharp, only hazy, only tired, only endless. The rain drips from the eaves, one drop, then another, then another, then another, a rhythm without pattern, a rhythm without end, soft, quiet, repetitive. You return your eyes to the glass. It shines faintly, it dulls faintly. It holds the rain, it holds the night, it holds the silence. The fog upon the glass grows thicker, not heavy, not strong, only faint, only soft. It blurs the view further. It softens what is already soft. It hides what is already hidden. The curtains remain. They do not shift. They do not sway. They do not fall. They only hang. They only wait. They only rest. Their folds are deep. Each fold is heavy. Each fold falls downward, straight lines side by side, always repeating, always unbroken. Always waiting, one fold touches another. They meet, they part, they meet again, not moving, not living, only resting, only silent, only endless. The fabric is thick, it drinks the shadows, it drinks the faint glow of the fire. It does not shine, it does not gleam, it only absorbs, it only darkens. It only waits. You trace one fold with your eyes. It begins at the top, it falls downward, straight, unbroken, until it reaches the floor. There it ends, there it rests, there it waits. Another fold beside it, the same, and another, fold after fold, line after line, after line. Pattern without change, pattern without end. The curtains frame the window, one on the left, one on the right, both still, both silent, both heavy. They do not close, they do not open, they remain half-drawn, they remain waiting, they remain endless. Outside the rain continues. It falls without pause, it falls without thought, it falls without end. Tap on glass, tap on sill, tap in gutter, always tapping, always repeating, always waiting. The street remains empty, no footsteps, no wheels, no voices, only rain, only silence, only night, only night. The glow of the street lamp shivers in the puddles. Not sharp, not steady, only broken, only blurred, only repeating. Another droplet slides down the pane. Slowly, very slowly, it leaves a faint trail behind. Then another follows. The trail grows thicker, then both vanish at the edge. The process begins again. The rhythm of rain matches the rhythm of time, always moving, always slow, always endless. Inside, the curtains do not move, they do not care, they do not change, they simply hang, heavy, silent, unbroken. One fold, then another, the eyes drift, the mind drifts, the body drifts, the glass fogs again, breath inside, cold outside. The two meet, they blur, they soften, they fade. The world outside grows faint, it grows distant, it grows still. Only rain remains, only light remains, only silence remains. The windows hold the scene, the glass. The rain, the blurred street, the lamps, the houses, the sky, all framed, all waiting, all endless. You breathe again, slow, deep, steady. The sound of rain enters with the air. The calm of curtains enters with the air. The stillness of night enters with the air. And so the room rests. The fire glows. The chairs wait. The books remain. The windows blur. The rain falls. The curtains hang. Nothing hurries. Nothing changes. Nothing ends. This is the window. This is the view. This is the quiet night. Chapter 5. The small details of the sitting room. The sitting room does not end with fire and books. It does not end with chairs and windows. It holds smaller things. Quieter things. Quieter things. Things almost forgotten. Things almost invisible. The carpet covers the floor. Not new. Not fresh. Old. Faded. Soft. Its colours once bright. Now muted. Now gentle. Red turned dull. Gold turned pale. Blue turned grey. The pattern remains but faintly. The lines blur. The shapes soften. The carpet does not shine. It only rests. It only waits. The fibres are worn. Pressed by countless feet. Pressed by countless years. They no longer rise. They no longer resist. They yield, always soft, always silent. A corner curls slightly, not sharp, not sudden, only bent. It has bent for years. It will bend for years more. No one fixes it. No one notices it. No one notices it. But it remains. Dust gathers in its threads. Not heavy, not strong. Only faint, only light. It hides between fibres. It hides between colours. It does not move, does not leave. It simply waits. The carpet covers the room from wall to wall. Every step meets it. Every chair rests upon it. Every table presses into it. The carpet feels everything. But the carpet speaks nothing. It remains silent. It remains endless. Upon the mantel the clock. Always the clock. It does not stop. It does not hurry. It does not wait. It only ticks. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Each sound the same. Each sound different. Each sound steady. Each sound soft. The hands move slowly. One hand thin, one hand shorter, one hand longer. They turn with patience. They turn with silence. They turn with time. Not rushing, not halting, always turning. The clock face is pale. Its numbers black, its glass faintly dusty. It has rested here for years. It has ticked for years. It will tick for years more. Tick, tock. Tick, tock. The sound enters the air. It fills the silence, but does not break it. It joins the fire. It joins the rain. Together they become a rhythm. Crackle, tap, tick. Silence, crackle, tap, tick, silence. The shadows gather in corners. Not sharp, not bright, soft, faint, calm. The fire throws light. The fire throws glow. The glow bends. The glow shifts. The shadows move with it. A chair's shadow stretches across the carpet. Long, thin, soft. It trembles faintly. It fades faintly. It grows faintly. It grows faintly. Always changing. Always slow. The table casts a shadow too. Its legs double upon the carpet. One real, one shadow. Both still. Both silent. The shelves rise with shadows. Each book edge darker than it is. Each corner deeper than it seems. The shelves disappear into shadow. They wait in shadow. They wait in shadow. They rest in shadow. The curtains too hold shadows. Their folds dark within dark. Line upon line of darker grey. Always waiting. Always resting. Every shadow moves, but not quickly. Every shadow shifts, but not suddenly. They move as the fire moves. They shift as the light shifts. Always faint. Always soft. Always endless. The sounds are few. The fire. The clock. The clock. The rain. Nothing more. Nothing less. Sometimes the fire cracks. Sometimes the clock ticks. Sometimes the rain taps. Each sound waits for the next. Each sound leaves space. Long space. Quiet space. Soft space. The room does not hurry. The room does not press. It waits. It rests. It breathes slowly. The carpet beneath. The clock above. The shadows around. The sounds within. All together. All waiting. All endless. The carpet waits. It always waits. Its fibres are soft. Soft yet worn. Pressed down by time. Pressed down by weight, pressed down by years. Each fibre bends, each fibre curves, not sharp, not strong, only gentle, only soft, only waiting. You notice one thread, red, once bright, now faint, now dull. It twists upon itself, it bends into the weave, it disappears into shadow. Another thread beside it, gold, once shining, now pale, now tired, it curls downward. It meets dust, it rests against dust, and another, blue once deep, now grey, now quiet. It does not stand tall, it does not rise. It only bends, it only rests. Thread after thread, fibre after fibre, colour after colour, all faded, all quiet, all endless. The pattern beneath is broken, geometric lines once sharp, now blurred, circles once bold, now faint. They remain but weak, they remain but tired, they remain but tired, they remain but endless. You lower your gaze deeper. The fibres hold dust. The dust rests deep. It does not rise. It does not leave. It only hides. It only waits. It only rests. Dust within fibre. Fibre within pattern. Pattern within silence. All together. All endless. Above the clock. Always the clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The sound repeats. It always repeats. Never louder. Never softer. Never faster. Never slower. Each tick pulls you forward. Each tock pulls you deeper. Forward. Deeper. Forward. Deeper. The rhythm does not change. The rhythm does not break. It continues endlessly. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The hands shift slowly. You cannot see them move, but they move, always moving, never stopping, never ending. The small hand waits, the long hand waits, the thin hand waits, all turning, all circling, all repeating. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. The sound enters your ear. The sound enters your mind. The sound enters your body. It slows thought. It slows breath. It slows time. Tick. Tock, crackle, silence. Tap, silence. Tick, tock. The fire glows with it, the rain falls with it, the clock joins them. Together they form a lull. Together they form a rhythm. Together they form sleep. Tick. Always ticking, always talking, always endless. The shadows stretch again. They stretch across the carpet. They stretch across the table. They stretch across the walls. Not quickly, not sharply, only slow, only faint, only endless. One shadow bends as the fire moves. It grows longer, then shorter, longer, then shorter, then longer again. Not fast, not sudden, only slow, only gentle. Another shadow trembles. It trembles faintly. A flicker of fire, a shift of light. The shadow quivers, then it stills, then it waits. The curtain's shadow is deep, darker than dark. It does not move, it does not change. It is heavy. It is endless. The clock casts a shadow too, small, thin, the hands shadowed upon the wall. They shift faintly, they shift slowly, they shift endlessly. The shadows and the light weave together, they overlap, they separate, they merge again. Not quickly, not loudly, only gently, only endless. The carpet holds shadows, the books hold shadows, the shelves hold shadows, the air itself holds shadows. All together, all waiting, all endless. The silence deepens again. But silence is not empty. It is filled, filled with fire, filled with rain, filled with clock, filled with shadow. The silence is heavy. The silence is warm. The silence is slow. The silence is endless. You close your eyes for a moment. You open them again. Nothing has changed. Everything remains. The carpet beneath, the clock above, the shadows around, the sounds within. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick. Fibre after fibre, shadow after shadow, breath after breath. All soft, all slow, all endless. And so the sitting room waits. It always waits. It will always wait. The carpet fades. The clock ticks. The shadows stretch. The sounds linger. Nothing more. Nothing more. Nothing less. This is the detail. This is the waiting. This is the silence. Chapter 6. The desk and papers. The desk stands. It does not move. It does not wander. It only stands. It has always stood. It will always stand. The desk is wooden. Dark wood. Heavy wood. Wood with years in its grain. Wood with lines that flow and bend. Wood with patterns that repeat and repeat and repeat again. You see the surface. It is not smooth. It is not sharp. It is worn. It is faded. It carries scratches. It carries marks. It carries time. One mark runs across. It is not deep. It is not shallow. It is just there. It is just there. It does not end. It does not begin. It is only there. Another mark curves. It curves in a slow line. It curves without reason. It curves without purpose. It is not neat. It is not messy. It is only there. On the desk there are papers, old papers, yellowed papers, papers that wait. One paper rests flat. It has no fold, it has no crease, it lies still. The edges curl faintly, they curl outward, they curl slowly. Another paper lies beneath. It is folded once. The fold is tired. The fold is weak. It does not close tightly. It only bends. It only waits. There is ink, a bottle of ink, glass, round, clear once, clouded now. The glass holds black within it, not sharp black. Not shining black, a dull black, a tired black. The bottle is not full. It is not empty. It is only half. It has always been half. It will always be half. Beside it rests a pen. Not new, not sharp. Its nib is worn. Its handle scratched. Its surface dull. The pen waits. It does not move. It does not write. It only waits. On one paper, words remain. Not clear, not sharp. They are faded. They are pale. They are tired. One word is there. You see it, you do not see it. It is blurred. It is faint. It is faint. It is endless. Another word follows. It too is weak. It too is pale. It too is endless. Line after line, word after word. All faded, all weak, all endless. Some words run together. Ink once wet, now dry. Now spread, now blurred. Other words break apart. Letters faint. Letters missing. Letters missing. Letters incomplete. But the page does not mind. It waits. It has always waited. It will always wait. There are more papers, stacked, loose, some with writing, some with none, some folded, some torn. The stack leans. It leans to one side. Not far, not straight, only leaning. The papers whisper when touched. They whisper faintly. They whisper softly. They whisper endlessly. The desk holds them all. It does not move. It does not speak. It only holds. It has always held. It will always hold. Dust lies upon them. Thin dust, grey dust. Dust that rests, dust that rests, dust that waits. Dust that never leaves. You see one envelope, it has no seal, it has no stamp. It lies open, it lies tired. The flap bends, the flap rests, the flap waits. Inside a letter. You cannot read it. You do not try. It is faint, it is pale, it is endless. Another envelope rests beneath, closed. Tied with string, the string is frayed. The knot is weak. It holds yet not strongly. It holds yet not firmly. It only holds. The string waits. The knot waits. The envelope waits. Everything waits. The desk does not hurry. The papers do not hurry. The ink does not hurry. Time itself does not hurry. All is still, all is quiet, all is endless. The papers wait. They have always waited. They will always wait. One paper lies folded, folded once, folded twice, folded 3 times. The folds are not sharp. They are not crisp. They are soft. They are tired. They are weak. Each fold bends downward. Each fold holds a shadow. Each fold holds a shadow. The shadows rest in the lines. They do not leave. They do not change. They remain, always remain. Another paper lies beside it. It is not folded neatly. It is bent in the middle. Bent but not exact. Bent but not straight. The bend is tired. The bend is faint. The bend is endless. The edges curl. One corner curls upward. Another curls downward. Another curls inward. Another outward. None are the same. None are sharp. None are clear. The ink stains remain. They wait upon the pages. Not neat, not clean, not written with care. One stain spreads outward. It begins small. It widens. It widens. It fades at the edge. It looks like a circle, but it is not a circle. It looks like a mark, but it is not a mark. It is only a stain. It is only endless. Another stain drips downward. It runs along the page. It does not stop quickly. It does not stop sharply. It slows. It fades. It rests. It rests. More stains scatter. Small dots, small marks, some faint, some darker. All the same. All endless. The ink is dry. It does not move. It does not shine. It only rests. It has always rested. It will always rest. The forgotten notes wait. Words faint. Words blurred. Words unreadable. One line crosses the paper. It holds letters. The letters lean together. They blur into one another. I no longer speak. They no longer matter. They only remain. Another line follows. Letters broken. Letters missing. Letters faint. They do not form a word. They do not form a thought. They form only silence. The next line is weaker still. Fainter, palest. It nearly disappears. It does not shout. It does not whisper. It only waits. Line after line. Word after word. All pale. All faint. All faint. All endless. You try to read, but you do not read. The words blur. The words fade. The words vanish. You do not need them. You do not seek them. They only remain. They only wait. Dust covers the papers. A thin layer. A soft layer, a quiet layer. One grain rests upon a fold. It does not move. It does not move. It does not fall. It does not shift. It only rests. It always rests. Another grain lies upon the ink. It dulls the black. It softens the mark. It waits upon the surface. It never leaves. It never moves. Grain after grain, layer after layer, each the same, each endless. The dust does not scatter. The dust does not rise. It clings. It stays. It waits. It waits. A faint breath of air passes. The dust trembles. But it does not move far, it does not rise high. It only shifts, it only falls again. The desk holds it all. The folds, the stains, the notes, the dust. The desk is still. The desk is heavy. The desk is endless. You notice the drawer. It is closed. It has always been closed. It will always be closed. The handle is metal, cold, dull. It waits to be touched. It is not touched. It only waits. What lies within? You do not know. You do not know. You do not need to know. It is quiet. It is hidden. It is endless. Back upon the surface more papers wait, each with folds, each with stains, each with faded lines, each with dust, all the same, all endless, all waiting. The pen rests still. It does not write. It will not write. Its nib dull. Its body tired. It waits beside the papers. It waits beside the ink. It waits forever. Fire. The bottle of ink does not shine. It does not move. It does not pour. It rests. It has always rested. It will always rest. The papers do not cry. They do not speak. They do not call. They only wait. Always wait. The folds remain. The stains remain. The blurred words remain. The dust remain. The blurred words remain. The dust remains. Everything remains. Nothing changes. Nothing ends. You look again. The same desk. The same papers. The same ink. The same dust. The same silence. The desk holds. The papers wait. Ink rests. The dust clings. The silence deepens. And so the desk becomes part of the room. The room becomes part of the desk. They are the same. They are endless. They are still. Chapter 7. The violin and the instruments of silence. The violin rests. It always rests. It has always rested. It will always rest. The violin is wooden. The wood is dark. The wood is dark. The wood is worn. The wood is worn. Lines flow through it. Curves bend within it. Patterns circle upon it. They do not end. They do not begin. They only remain. The body is curved. Not sharp. Not straight. Soft curves. Endless curves. Curves that bend slowly. Curves that never stop. The surface shines faintly. Not bright, not sharp, only faint, only dull, only endless. There are scratches, small scratches, thin scratches, pause, scratches that mark the years, scratches that mark the use, scratches that never leave, scratches that always wait. The bridge stands, small, wooden, light, It holds the strings. It does not move. It does not fall. It only holds. It has always held. It will always hold. The strings stretch. The strings stretch. One string is tight, another is tighter, another looser, another softer, all stretched, all endless. They do not vibrate, they do not sound, they only rest, silent, quiet. Still, each string waits, it waits to be played, it waits to be touched, it waits forever. The scroll curls at the top. It curls slowly, it curls endlessly. It does not stop, it does not change, it is always curling. The pegs remain in place, wooden, dark, firm. They hold the strings, they never turn, they never move, they only wait. The fingerboard stretches downward, smooth, black, polished by hands long past. Not shining, not dull, only endless. The bow lies beside the violin, long, thin, wooden, the hair stretched tight, once white, now pale, now faint, now endless. The bow does not move, it does not sound, it only rests, it always rests, it will always rest. The violin case is near, dark, heavy, closed. Oh, it has always been closed. It will always be closed. Inside, the violin sometimes waits. Not now, not today. Now it rests upon the chair. Now it rests within the room. Now it rests within the silence. The silence holds it. The silence surrounds it. The silence fills it. The silence becomes it. No note plays, no sound begins, no sound ends, only silence, endless silence. The violin is not empty, the violin is not full, and only waits. It always waits. The bow does not press, the strings do not sing, the air does not vibrate, the room does not echo, only stillness, only waiting, only silence. Also, you look at the violin again. It has not moved. It will not move. It does not move. The wood rests, the strings rest, the bow rests, the silence rests, the violin waits. It has always waited, it will always wait. The strings remain, they always remain. They stretch from end to end. They stretch without pause, they stretch without change. The first string is thin. It glimmers faintly, once bright, now pale, now tired. It rests across the bridge. It rests across the fingerboard. It rests without sound. It rests forever. The second string is thicker. It does not shine, it does not fade, it simply lies, tightened, stretched, waiting. The third string is deeper. Its surface dull, its surface quiet, its tone unplayed, its tone forgotten. It does not sing, it does not cry, it only waits. The fourth string is heavy. Its thickness bends the light. It does not glimmer, it does not glow. It rests in shadow, it rests in silence. 4 strings, side by side, one after the other, each different, each the same, each waiting. They do not vibrate, they do not move, they do not move, they do not sound. They only rest, they always rest. The bow lies near them. The bow does not rise, the bow does not fall, the bow does not press. It only lies still. The hair stretched along the bow is pale. Once bright, once clean, now faint, now weak, now endless. Each strand waits, it does not break. It does not shine. It does not move. It only waits. One hair lies slightly apart. It bends faintly. It curves softly. It rests quietly. It will not return. It does not leave. It only stays, strand after strand, hair after hair, all stretched, all waiting, all endless. The bow is wooden. Its lines straight. Its colour dark. Its surface smooth. It has not bent. It has not broken. It has only held. It has always held. The frog at the end is still, small, and heavy, holding the hair, not moving, not changing, only holding. The screw is closed. It is tight. It does not turn. It does not loosen. It does not tighten. It only waits. It has always waited. Together, the bow and the strings wait, one to touch, one to sound, neither moving, neither speaking, both silent, both endless. The violin itself holds silence, its hollow body filled with air, not moving air, not restless air, quiet air, still air, endless air. The F-holes carved upon its surface do not breathe, they do not sigh, they do not echo, they only open, they only wait, they only remain. The silence inside is deep. It has always been deep. It has always been silent. No note rises. No note falls. Only stillness. Only endless stillness. The violin carries memory, not spoken memory, not bright memory. Only faint. Only soft. Only endless. Perhaps it has sung before. Perhaps it has cried before. Perhaps it has whispered before. But not now. Not today. Not in this moment. Now it is silent. Now it is endless. Now it is still. The silence grows heavier. The silence grows deeper. The silence grows deeper. The silence grows slower. It does not break. It does not change. It only rests. The strings rest. The bow rests. The body rests. The air rests. The silence rests. And you two rest, listening to silence, breathing with silence, becoming silence. The violin remains. It has always remained. It will always remain. Endless wood, endless strings, endless bow, endless silence, endless silence. All waiting, all still, all endless. Chapter 8. The window rain at night. The city breathing in silence, the window waits. It always waits. It has always waited. It will always wait. The glass is cool. The glass is smooth. The glass is silent. It does not move. It does not move. It does not change. It only holds. Outside, the rain falls. Not heavy. Not sharp. Only soft. Only slow. Only endless. One drop touches the glass. It slides downward. Slowly. Quietly. It does not hurry. It does not stop. It only slides. Another drop follows. It joins the first. They merge softly. They become one. They move together. They move slowly. They move endlessly. Drop after drop. Line after line. Each one the same. Each one different. Each one waiting. The glass grows blurred. Shapes outside fade. Light bends. Lines dissolve. Edges soften. The world becomes mist. The world becomes haze. The world becomes endless. The curtain shifts faintly. Not far. Not quick. Only faint. Only soft. Only endless. The fabric is heavy. It folds downward. It bends with its own weight. It does not rise. It does not fall. It only hangs. It only waits. It only rests. The folds create shadows. One shadow falls across the wall. Another falls across the chair. Another across the carpet. They do not move quickly. They do not move strongly. They move faintly. They move endlessly. Beyond the glass, the city breathes. Not loudly. Not quickly. Only slow. Only soft. Only endless. A carriage passes. Its wheels turn. Not fast, not loud. They turn slowly. They turn slowly. They turn endlessly. A hoof strikes stone. Then another. Then another. Each sound soft. Each sound fading. Each sound endless. Farther away, a voice murmurs. Not clear. Not sharp. Only faint. Only soft. Only soft. Only endless. The city exhales. A long breath. A slow breath. It moves through fog. It moves through rain. It moves without hurry. It moves without end. The lamps outside glow faintly. One circle of gold. Another circle of gold. Another after that. They do not blaze. They do not fade. They only glow. They only wait. They only rest. The rain continues, drop after drop. Line after line. Soft, slow, endless. You hear it tap. Against the glass. Against the sill. Against the world. Tap. Pause. Tap. Pause. Endless rhythm. Endless rest. You listen again. It does not change. It will not change. It has never changed. It is always the same. It is always endless. The city beneath the rain becomes softer. The sounds fade. The shapes blur. The breath slows. Everything slows. Everything waits. Everything rests. The window holds it all. The glass does not break. The curtain does not move. The drops do not hurry. The silence does not leave. All is still. All is still. All is endless. The rain does not stop. It never stops. It cannot stop. It falls the same. It falls again. It falls endlessly. Drop after drop, soft against the glass, soft against the world. Each drop begins alone. Then it joins another, then another, and another, and another still. They merge. They slide. They fall together. They rest together. They disappear together. The window holds them all. The glass remembers each mark. One line of water, another line, and another. So many lines, so many lines, so many movements. All the same, all endless. Beyond the curtain, the lamps glow. One lamp burns low, one lamp burns low. Its circle of light spreads outward. It touches the wet stones. It bends on the rain. It fades into fog. Another lamp shines. Its circle is smaller. Its circle is dimmer. Its circle is softer. It does not blaze. It does not vanish. It only glows. It only waits. It only rests. The halos of gold stretch across the night. One halo joins another. They overlap faintly. They blur together. They shimmer on wet stone. They glimmer on wet glass. They shimmer. They glimmer. They rest. The rain makes them ripple. Each drop bends the light. Each drop breaks the circle. Each drop makes it dance. But the dance is slow. The dance is soft. The dance is endless. Far away, a voice murmurs again. Not loud. Not clear. Only faint. Only drifting. Only endless. Perhaps it is a man. Perhaps a woman, perhaps a passerby, perhaps a shadow. It does not matter. It is only a voice. It is only a breath. It is only a sound. The city does not hurry. It breathes slowly. One long sigh. Then another. Then another. Each sigh the same. Each sigh fading. Each sigh fading. Each sigh endless. A carriage wheel strikes stone again. One turn. Then another. And another still. The sound does not stay. The sound does not vanish. It only passes. It only drifts. It only rests. The horse hooves echo faintly. One step. Then another, and another still. They echo through fog. They echo through rain. They echo endlessly. The lamps continue to glow. The halos continue to bend. The rain continues to fall. The drops continue to merge. The curtain continues to rest. The glass continues to wait. Everything continues. Everything waits. Everything rests. The night grows deeper. The city grows quieter. The rain grows softer. The silence grows wider. It spreads through the room. It spreads through the street. It spreads through the world. It does not end. It does not change. It only rests. It only waits. The window becomes a mirror. It holds the lamps. It holds the rain. It holds the night. It holds the silence. It holds the world. You look closer. You see the glass. You see the drops, you see the halos, you see the night, you see nothing, you see everything, you see silence. The rain continues, it will always continue. The city breathes, it will always breathe. The lamps glow, they will always glow. The window waits, it will always wait, and you drift slowly, and you drift slowly. Softly, endlessly, with the rain, with the glass, with the lamps, with the night, with the silence. Chapter 9. The kitchen teapot, cups, and the steam of silence the kitchen waits. It has always waited. It will always wait. The air is warm. The air is warm. The air carries a quiet breath of steam. On the table rests a teapot. The teapot is heavy. The teapot is heavy. The teapot is round. The teapot is patient. It does not move. It does not hurry. It only waits. It only holds. The handle curves upward. It bends slowly. It bends softly. It bends endlessly. The spout points outward. It does not tilt far. It does not tilt far. It only points. It only rests. It only waits. The lid fits tightly. The lid does not shake. The lid does not rise. The lid does not fall. It only holds. It only rests. It only waits. From beneath the lid, a faint thread of steam escapes. The steam rises slowly. The steam rises softly. The steam rises endlessly. It curls upward. It twists gently. It bends faintly. It bends faintly. It does not rush. It does not vanish. It only drifts. It only floats. It only rests. One curl becomes two. Two become three. Three become four. The steam gathers. The steam spreads. The steam fades. It disappears into the air. But it does not end. It begins again. Always again. Endlessly again. Endlessly again. Beside the teapot rest cups. One cup. Then another still. Each cup is round, each cup is white, each cup is empty. They do not move, they do not break, they do not break, they do not change. The handles bend outward, each one curved, each one smooth, each one waiting. The rims are thin, the rims are cool. The rims are silent, the cups wait for tea, they wait for warmth, they wait for sound. But they remain empty, they remain still, they remain endless. The table beneath them is wooden. The wood is dark. The wood is worn. The wood is heavy. It has held cups before. It has held the teapot before. It has held the teapot before. It will hold them again. It does not move. It does not change. It only rests. It only waits. The faint sound of the teapot hums. Not loud, not sharp, only faint, only soft, only endless. A low hiss escapes. It fades. It returns. It fades again. It always returns. It always fades. It always waits. It always waits. The kitchen listens. The chairs wait. The floor holds. The walls breathe faintly. Everything still. Everything waiting. Everything resting. The steam continues. Curl after curl. Line after line. It does not change. It cannot change. It only drifts. It only floats. It only floats. It only rests. The cups remain. They wait. They always wait. And then slowly the teapot pours. The spout tilts forward. The steam thickens. The liquid falls. A thin stream. Golden. Warm. Soft. It fills the first cup, not quickly, not loudly, only slowly, only softly, only endlessly. The surface ripples faintly. One circle, then another, and another still, each ripple smaller, each ripple softer, each ripple fading. The cup holds the warmth. It does not spill. It does not break. It only holds. It only waits. It only rests. The second cup waits. The spout tilts again. The liquid falls again, softly, quietly, quietly, endlessly. Steam rises, it curls upward, it bends and drifts, it floats away, it disappears. But it begins again, always again, endlessly again. The third cup waits, and then it fills. The same stream, the same warmth, the same ripples, the same steam, each cup the same, each cup endless. Now all three cups sit together, side by side, silent, still, endless. The steam rises from each rim, three streams, three curls, three endless drifts, they join. They twist together, they vanish together, but they always return, always again, always endless. The kitchen grows warm, not loud, not quick, only warm, only soft, only endless. The air thickens faintly, the walls breathe faintly, the silence deepens faintly. It spreads through the room, it spreads through the air, it spreads endlessly. A clock ticks faintly in the corner, not loud, not sharp, only faint, only soft, only soft. Only endless, one tick, then another still. Each the same, each fading, each endless. The floor waits beneath, the chairs wait beside. The table waits above. The cups wait in silence. The steam waits in silence. The teapot waits in silence. All waiting, all resting, all endless. The steam curls higher. It reaches the ceiling. It bends into shadow. It fades into silence. But it does not vanish. It never vanishes. It only drifts. It only rests. It only waits. The cups grow warmer. The tea holds heat. The rims grow warm. The air grows warm. Everything soft. Everything endless. You watch the steam again. It twists, it bends, it curls, it floats, it fades, it returns, it fades again, it returns again, always again, endlessly again, the silence of the kitchen grows deeper. No voice, no sound, only breath, only steam, only ticking, only endless. The teapot rests now. Its lid no longer stirs, its spout no longer pours. It has given, it has rested, it has ended. But it remains, it always remains. It always waits. The cups remain full. They glow faintly, they breathe faintly. They wait endlessly. The steam continues, curl after curl, after curl. After breath, soft, slow, endless. The silence of the kitchen holds all. It holds the wood, it holds the chairs, it holds the clock, it holds the cups, it holds the steam, it holds the world. And you drift with it, slowly, softly, endlessly, into warmth, into silence, into rest, into sleep. Chapter 10. The bedroom bed, sheets, and the slow weight of sleep. The bedroom waits. It always waits. It has waited through the day. It will wait through the night. It will wait forever. The air is softer here. The air is slower here. The air is warmer here. The air is warmer here. It does not move quickly. It does not move loudly. It only rests. It only waits. It only holds. In the centre stands the bed. The bed is wide. The bed is heavy. The bed is still. It does not shift. It does not sway. It only rests. It only waits. The frame is wooden. Dark wood, strong wood, old wood. It has held sleepers before. It has held dreams before. It has held silence before. It holds again. It will hold again. It always holds. It always waits. Upon the frame lie sheets. The sheets are pale. The sheets are smooth. The sheets are endless. Each fold soft. Each fold quiet. Each fold resting. Each fold resting. One fold crosses another. Another crosses that. And another crosses still. Layer after layer. Fold after fold. Line after line. Each the same. Each endless. The sheets breathe faintly. Not loud. Not quick, only faint, only slow, only endless. A pillow waits at the head. The pillow waits at the head. The pillow is soft. The pillow is wide. The pillow is still. Its surface smooth. Its surface waiting. Its surface endless. The weight of the pillow is nothing. The weight of the pillow is soft. The weight of the pillow is rest. The sheets cover the bed. They hold the warmth. They hold the silence. They hold the waiting. The air grows heavier. Not heavy with sound. Not heavy with heat. Heavy with rest. Heavy with waiting. Heavy with sleep. The bed waits. The sheets wait. The pillow waits. The room waits. Everything waits. Everything waits. Everything rests. Everything endless. The silence grows deeper. The stillness grows wider. The slowness grows softer. It spreads across the walls. It spreads across the floor. It spreads across the bed. It spreads across you. The sheets remain. Fold after fold. Line after line. Endless folds. Endless lines. Endless rest. You see the pillow again. It does not move. It does not move. It does not fade. It only holds. It only waits. It only rests. The air presses downward. Not fast. Only soft. Only slow. Only endless. The bed breathes. The sheets breathe. The pillow breathes. The silence breathes. All breathing. All waiting. All endless. All endless. The sheets remain. They always remain. They have always remained. They will always remain. One fold lies over another. Another lies over that. Another still waits beneath. Each fold quiet. Each fold still. Each fold endless. You touch the sheet. It does not resist. It does not move. It only yields. It only rests. It only waits. The fabric is smooth. The fabric is soft. The fabric is endless. Your hand sinks slowly. Not far. Not deep. Only softly. Only endlessly. The pillow waits again. It rests the head. It does not change. It has never changed. It will never change. It will never change. The pillow breathes faintly. It receives weight. It gives silence. It accepts rest. It holds sleep. The air presses downward. Not strong, not heavy. Only soft. Only warm. Only endless. The sheets press faintly too. Not sharp. Not loud. Only faint. Only soft. Only endless. You feel their weight. It is not heavy. It is not strong. It is slow. It is steady. It is endless. The folds surround you. One on the left. One on the right. One above. One below. Each fold endless. Each fold waiting. The silence grows thicker. Not dark. Not cold. Only thick. Only soft. Only endless. Only endless. The room holds its breath. The walls do not move. The floor does not shift. The ceiling does not change. All is waiting. All is resting. All is endless. Endless. The pillow lowers you, the pillow lifts you, the pillow surrounds you, the pillow accepts you, the pillow rests with you, the sheets breathe again. They rise faintly, they fall faintly, they do not hurry, they do not stop, they do not end. The fabric whispers softly, not words, not sound, only whispers, only softness, only endlessness. The bed becomes heavier beneath you, not weight in burden, weight in burden, weight in rest, weight in silence. Weight in endlessness. You close your eyes, the sheets remain, the pillow remains, the silence remains, the rest remains, all waits, all endless. The air folds around you, it bends slowly, it bends softly, it bends endlessly. Sleep descends, not sudden, not loud, only slow, only soft, only endless. It covers your head, it covers your eyes, it covers your breath, it covers your body, it covers all, it covers endlessly. The weight is gentle, the weight is slow, the weight is soft, the weight is endless. The sheets pull you deeper, the pillow pulls you deeper. The silence pulls you deeper, the sleep pulls you deeper. Downward, inward, endless, you drift. Not away, not apart, only deeper, only softer, only endlessly. The bed waits below, the sheets wait above, the pillow waits behind, the silence waits around, all waiting, all resting, all endless. And you wait too, not awake, not asleep, only waiting, only resting, only endless, until sleep takes you, softly, slowly, endless. Chapter 11. The night's deeper silence. The night has now grown heavier, slower, deeper. The hours have stretched themselves thin, and the silence that fills 221B Baker Street has changed its texture. It is no longer just quiet, it is something thicker, denser, something that feels as if it has weight, and yet that weight is not heavy, not burdensome. It is gentle, like the weight of a blanket resting across your body, encouraging you to let go, to soften, to surrender. Listen carefully, or rather, do not listen at all, for there is a silence here that feels alive. The house itself breathes. Every wall, every corner, every stair seems to move in and out like the slow rhythm of sleeping lungs. The timbers exhale, and the wallpaper exhales, and the air itself exhales. Then there is a pause, and then the inhaling comes back, slow, steady, endless. The house breathes and you breathe with it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Each sound that might have existed is now erased by this great tide of quiet. There are no footsteps, there is no carriage rolling out. Only the steady drip of the rain far away, softened by distance, absorbed by the silence, until even that drip feels like part of the same great breath. The night presses in, but softly, as if cushioning the world. The silence presses down, but gently, as if tucking everything into bed. Inside the sitting room, the chairs no longer creak, the clock no longer feels separate. Even the ticking of the clock is drowned within the wider inhale, exhale. The clock ticks, and it feels like a heartbeat inside a chest, part of the house's own slow body. One tick, and it is a pulse. Another tick, and it is the slow echo of time dissolving. Each tick says, sleep now, sleep now, sleep now. You lie within this breathing house, and you notice how even the smallest details seem to join the rhythm. The curtains move ever so slightly with the draught, folding inward, folding outward, as if lungs expanding and lungs contracting. The shadows on the walls lengthen, then soften, then lengthen again, pulsing with the same rhythm. The air itself feels like it is swaying, and you sway with it, back and forth, without effort, without thought. The silence deepens further still, and in this silence you begin to feel that there is no separation between you and the house. The house breathes and you breathe. The walls are calm, so you are calm. The floors are still, so you are still. The shadows stretch, so your thoughts stretch, and then vanish, dissolved into the greater darkness. The night becomes an ocean of quiet, and you are floating in it, carried, supported, safe. Inhale, the house gathers its calm. Exhale, the house lets its calm flow into you. Inhale, the walls expand. Exhale, the walls relax, again, and again, and again. The rhythm never falters, the rhythm never ends. You are no longer outside of it. You are inside it, you are part of it, you are the rhythm itself. This silence is not empty. It is full of a presence of rest. You feel it wrapping around your body, cradling your head, covering your shoulders. You feel it wrapping around your thoughts, slowing them, quieting them, until even the act of thinking feels unnecessary, too heavy to hold on to. The silence takes them from you, gently, kindly. Every inhale carries away a little more of your worry. Every exhale replaces it with calm. The house breathes and you drift. The house breathes and you fade. The deeper you notice the silence, the more you realize that it has layers, as though quiet itself were made of folds upon folds. At the top layer, there is the hush of the rain far outside. Beneath that, the faint murmur of the city sleeping. Beneath that, the slow creak of the wood settling. Beneath that, something slower still, the deep, profound stillness that exists when time itself seems to pause. Each layer drapes over you like another blanket, another comfort, another weight pressing you into softness. And as each layer folds over you, your breath joins the house's breath more and more completely. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. No rush, no hurry, time stretches, bends, dissolves. The clock's ticking becomes slower, more distant, softer, until even that disappears. All that remains is the house breathing. All that remains is you, breathing with it. The silence grows so steady that even your body begins to echo its rhythm. Your heartbeat slows to match it. Your thoughts stretch to match it. Your eyes grow heavier, 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 until even holding them closed becomes unnecessary because they are not there anymore. Only the slow rhythm remains, the house breathing, you breathing, both as one. And somewhere deep within this silence, the night seems endless, the darkness seems endless, the calm seems endless. But it does not feel frightening. It feels safe, like an infinite embrace. You could rest here forever. You could breathe here forever. You could dissolve into this silence and nothing would be lost, because the silence would carry you endlessly, 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 endlessly. The silence has not ended. It has only grown thicker, heavier, more endless. The house still breathes, but now, as you listen, slowly, gently, without effort, you begin to notice that every room, every hallway, every corner has its own way of breathing. The house is one body, but each part of the body moves with its own rhythm. And yet, together, they merge into a single tide of calm. The sitting room breathes with the slow exhale of the curtains shifting. Inhale, they fold inward. Exhale, they relax outward. Outward. The chairs breathe with the faint groan of their wooden frames, expanding and releasing. The fireplace breathes with the quiet sigh of cooled ashes, their warmth fading but not gone. Every object is silent, and yet every object is alive with silence. Move to the hallway in your imagination and listen there. The hallway breathes with the faint stretch of the walls. The wallpaper pulls in. Then let's go. The floorboards creak ever so softly, like a chest rising and falling. The air is cooler here, slower, and its rhythm feels longer, as if the hallway takes its time, resting, holding each breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The stairs too are breathing. Step by step, each stair holds a quiet sigh. One stair exhales as though it has waited all day to relax. Another stair inhales, stretching into stillness. The banister, smooth and silent, carries this breath upward, as though a vein carries the slow pulse of blood. And you notice your own breath matches it without effort. You are no longer separate. You are moving with the stairs, resting with them, exhaling with them. Upstairs, the bedroom breathes in a slower rhythm still. The bed is heavy, the sheets are heavy, the pillows are heavy, and all of them expand and soften in unison. The fabric rises with the inhale, and it falls with the exhale. The silence here is thickest of all, like a weight pressing down from above. And yet the weight is gentle, as if it has been placed on you to keep you safe, to keep you wrapped, to keep you hidden in rest. Listen carefully, and you may notice the kitchen too has its own breathing. The teapot exhales the last memory of steam. The cups inhale the coolness of the air around them. The shelves sigh in their stillness, holding their quiet weight. The silence here is warmer, softer, slower still. A silence like steam, rising and fading, again and again, until there is nothing left but calm. Each room has its rhythm, each room has its breath, and you drift among them, carried as though the house itself has drawn you inside its lungs. The silence gathers you in, holds you in, and then releases you again into the soft embrace of night. Over and over, never ending. The deeper you notice this breathing silence, the more it feels as though even time itself is inhaling and exhaling. The hours expand, then contract. The minutes open wide, then close again. The seconds stretch longer and longer until they dissolve, until you are no longer counting at all, until time itself has become the rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. The city outside too has joined this endless breath. The rain that falls against the windows no longer feels separate. It is only another exhale, another soft sigh. The lamps glowing outside blur into halos of light, opening and closing, expanding and softening and softening. Even the distant murmurs of the city fade into the same rhythm. An inhale far away, an exhale far away, then nothing at all but stillness. Now you realize it is not only the house that breathes, it is the world itself. The city breathes, the night breathes, the silence breathes. And you are part of it, dissolving into it, becoming lighter with each inhale, becoming softer with each exhale. Every moment takes you further from thought, further from effort, further from wakefulness. You are weightless, drifting, barely here, barely separate. The silence folds you deeper. It presses you deeper. It lulls you deeper. Shadows stretch and fold again and again, like waves rising and falling, never rushing, never ending. The floor beneath you hums with its own breath, steady and slow. The ceiling above you exhales into the dark. The walls around you inhale in unison. You are surrounded on all sides by this rhythm, and you surrender to it completely. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, 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 until the words themselves no longer matter, until they are only sounds, only rhythms, only tides carrying you downward, downward. The silence no longer feels like emptiness. It feels like a companion, a presence. It is patient. It is infinite. It will wait for you. It will hold you. It will breathe for you. The silence has become you, and you have become the silence. The house, the night, the world, all of them breathe, and you breathe with them. One rhythm, one tide, one endless calm. And in this calm, you can sleep. In this calm, you are safe. In this calm, you are endless. The house breathes. You breathe, the silence breathes, and nothing else remains. Chapter 12. The Dream Layer. Sleep within sleep. The silence of the house has carried you into rest. But as you drift further, something strange begins to happen. You are not only sleeping, you are falling into another sleep within the sleep. The weight of the bed, the hush of the night, the steady breath of the house, all of it folds over itself again and again, like blankets stacking endlessly. It feels as though there is a doorway beneath your rest. And as you sink through it, you discover another world of quiet, a deeper quiet, a deeper quiet, a quieter quiet. You are still in 221B Baker Street, yet the air has thickened, the silence has doubled. It is not just sleep, it is sleep inside of sleep. Imagine standing in a hallway that you have already walked, but now the hallway is softer, darker, slower. The wallpaper that once seemed pale now seems blurred, hazy, dreamlike. The stairs you once climbed now feel like clouds beneath your feet, steps dissolving even as you touch them. The house is no longer solid. It is made of dream, built from shadows, built from memory, built from the soft hush of imagination. The fireplace glows, but only faintly, as if seen through layers of fog. The books upon the table do not have titles anymore. Their pages are empty, filled only with drifting shapes that dissolve when you try to read them. The violin rests in its place, but the strings hum quietly on their own, not with music, but with a vibration that feels like the pulse of sleep itself. The house is familiar, but not solid. It is 221B, and yet it is not. It is the dream of 221B. And just as you realize this, you begin to sink further still. Your body becomes heavy, your thoughts dissolve, and yet something of you drifts deeper. Beneath this dream, there is another dream waiting. You can feel it pulling gently, slowly, inevitably, like a tide. You are falling not down, not up, but inward, endlessly inward. The sound of the rain outside becomes thicker, slower, more distant. Each drop takes a long, long time to fall, and when it touches the glass, it spreads like a wave of silence. The lamps outside glow in halos that stretch on forever, soft golden circles fading into mist. The city is still there, but it feels like a memory now, something you once knew but can no longer reach. Inhale, exhale, you fall. Inhale, exhale, you drift. Inhale, exhale, you slide deeper, deeper, deeper. And as you descend into this sleep within sleep, you notice how even your thoughts are beginning to echo. A thought arrives, and before it can vanish, a softer echo of that same thought follows it, and then another echo, fainter still, until it is no longer thought at all, but simply vibration, fading into stillness. Each echo carries you lower. Each echo folds you deeper. Each echo tells you, rest more, rest deeper, rest again. You remember the bed beneath you, the sheets around you, the house surrounding you, but those two are fading, becoming softer, becoming dream. The sheets now feel like waves of water. The bed feels like a cloud suspended in the dark. The house feels like a whisper wrapped around you, more idea than structure. Everything is loosening, softening, dissolving. And you realize you are not dreaming alone. The house is dreaming too. Its silence has carried you into its own dream. Its walls are breathing in their own sleep. Its walls are breathing in their own sleep. Its shadows are swaying in their own sleep. Its windows are half open, half closed, caught in a dream of rain and light. The house breathes, the house dreams, and you are inside it. There is no need to resist. There is no need to hold on. Each layer of dream is gentler than the one before. Each layer of silence is deeper than the one before. Each layer of sleep carries you closer to the center, closer to the heart of endless stillness. You may even forget now whether you are awake or asleep inside a dream, or dreaming inside of sleep. But it does not matter. All that matters is the drifting. All that matters is the dissolving. All that matters is the endless layers of calm folding over you, one after another, endlessly, 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 endless layering of dreams you feel safe. Each fold is another blanket. Each echo is another cradle. Oh, each breath is another step downward. You are being carried. You are being held. You are being sung into rest without words, without music, only rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, deeper and deeper still. The layers continue. Each breath carries you lower. Each silence folds you deeper. You do not fall quickly. You drift. Slowly, slowly, endlessly slowly. The house does not hurry you. The silence does not demand. It simply waits, and with each inhale and each exhale, you find yourself sliding into yet another fold of sleep. It is like walking through doorways that appear one after another. Behind the first doorway is quiet. Behind the next doorway, quieter still. Behind the next, a stillness so thick it feels like velvet pressing against your skin. Every step is softer than the one before. Every step carries you away from the surface, away from thought, away from time. In this deeper layer, you dream of the house itself, but the house is different. Its edges blur, its walls bend, its windows no longer look onto Baker Street but into other dreams, dreams made of fog, dreams made of endless rain, dreams made of stars that float in silence. The violin is still here, but its strings hum with no bow, no hand, only the slow vibration of silence itself. The books still line the shelves, but when you touch them, they melt into air, into dust, into nothing, and yet somehow they remain. And just when you believe you are as deep as you can go, another layer opens. It is subtle, it is gentle. You do not fall, you simply discover that there is no bottom. Beneath every floor lies another floor. Beneath every dream lies another dream. Beneath every breath lies another breath. And so you drift lower. Inhale, exhale, a layer fades. Inhale, exhale, another layer opens. Inhale, exhale, you forget where you began. The rain outside has become strange now. It no longer falls in drops. It falls in waves of silence, great curtains of soundless water that sweep across the windows, leaving behind not wetness but calm. Each wave erases more of the world outside, until there is nothing beyond the house at all. Only the house, only the silence, only the dream. The city too is gone. It's gone. The carriages, the lamps, the footsteps, all dissolved. What remains is the memory of them, faint shadows that flicker and then fade. You are drifting in a dream of London, not London itself. You are drifting in a dream of 221B, not 221B itself. And yet, strangely, it feels more real than the waking world. You breathe, the house breathes, the dream breathes. All together, one endless tide, you begin to feel the strange rhythm of layered sleep itself. On the first layer, your body sleeps. On the second layer, your thoughts sleep. On the third layer, your dreams themselves fall asleep, curling into smaller dreams. On the fourth layer, even silence itself begins to drowse. And on the fifth, there is only stillness, endless stillness, stretching on forever. Each layer folds into the next. Each layer wraps you tighter. You are floating in endless blankets. You are wrapped in endless veils. You are hidden in endless folds of rest. Even here, the house continues to breathe, but its breath is slower now. Inhale, long, long, pause, exhale, long, long, pause. Each movement stretches for an eternity. Each exhale lasts so long that you wonder if it will ever end, and then it does, only to begin again, slower, deeper, more eternal. The rhythm is endless. The rhythm is eternal. Your own breath matches it. Your chest rises so slowly, so gently, so faintly, so faintly. Your chest falls so slowly, so gently, so faintly. You are not even sure if you are breathing at all, or if the house is breathing for you, carrying you, holding you, rocking you deeper and deeper into its own dream. The shadows here are not just shadows. They are currents flowing across the walls like rivers of night. They fold and unfold. They stretch and dissolve. They whisper without words, telling you to drift, to soften, to let go. They are gentle hands pressing you deeper. They are quiet waves carrying you further. And in this endless downward drifting, you begin to lose the edges of yourself. Your body feels less like a body, more like a cloud. Your thoughts feel less like thoughts, more like ripples in water. Even your name, your story, your memory, all of it loosens, fades, drifts away. You are only stillness now. You are only breath. You are only dream. Inhale, and you disappear. Exhale, and you dissolve. Inhale, and you fall again. Exhale, and you sleep again. The layers will never end. That is the gift. Each one is softer than the last. Each one is quieter than the last. Each one is safer than the last. You could keep falling forever, and the silence would catch you, and the dream would hold you, and the house would cradle you. The night deepens, the silence thickens, the dream folds again. Sleep within sleep, a dream within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. And still you drift, and still you rest, and still the house breathes, carrying you with it endlessly, endlessly, endless. Chapter 13. The endless corridor of dreams. The house has folded you into silence, folded you into dreams. But now, within this dream of silence, you find yourself standing before a corridor. It stretches ahead of you, long, narrow, endless. Its floor is soft beneath your feet, not wood, not stone. Something gentler, like cloud, like velvet, like mist. You take a step, and the corridor does not end. You take another step, and the corridor does not change. It stretches on, as though it has no beginning, no middle, no end, no end. Each step echoes faintly, not with sound, but with silence. Each step feels like breathing. One step is an inhale. The next step is an exhale. Inhale, exhale, step by step, endlessly forward. The walls on either side are pale and blurred, as if drawn from memory, as if drawn from memory. Shadows flow across them like slow rivers of night. Curtains of silence ripple gently across their surfaces. Sometimes a door appears, faint and wooden, with a knob that gleams faintly in the darkness. But when you reach it, the door is not solid, it is mist. You pass through it and the corridor continues. Step, inhale, step, exhale, step, inhale, step, exhale. Time dissolves. Distance dissolves. Only the rhythm remains. Above you faint lamps hang, but their light is not steady. Each lamp glows like a halo, then dims, then glows again, breathing with you, breathing with the corridor. Shadows lengthen, shorten, lengthen again, never rushing, never hurrying, only swaying back and forth with the rhythm of sleep. The corridor is not empty. It is filled with presence. You feel as if the walls themselves are watching over you, guiding you forward. You feel as if the silence itself is carrying you, step by step, deeper into stillness. And the deeper you go, the softer you feel. The deeper you go, the lighter you feel. The deeper you go, the more you dissolve into the endlessness. At times the corridor narrows and you feel the silence pressing closer, as though wrapping you more tightly in its embrace. At other times the corridor widens, stretching out into vast halls of shadow where the walls are too far away to see, and you float forward in infinite space. Yet whether narrow or wide, it never ends. It only continues. Step after step after step. You do not need to hurry. You do not need to arrive. The walking is enough. The breathing is enough. The corridor is enough. Inhale, step, exhale, step. Inhale, step, exhale, step. And as you walk, you realize that the corridor itself is a dream of walking. It is not meant to take you anywhere. It is meant only to let you drift endlessly, peacefully, without destination, without concern. The act of walking is the dream. The act of moving forward is the rest. The corridor carries you without moving, without end. You are weightless now, each step softer, each breath slower. You drift forward not with effort but with surrender, as if the corridor walks for you, as if silence carries your body forward. Your feet touch the floor, but you are not walking. You are floating, sliding, drifting in the rhythm. The corridor goes on. The corridor will always go on. And you could walk it forever, step by step, breath by breath, into the endless silence of dream. The corridor continues. Step after step, the rhythm does not break. Inhale with one step, exhale with the next. A breath becomes a step becomes a breath, and the corridor stretches forward without end. But now, doors begin to appear more clearly along the walls. They are not solid, not fixed, but shimmering outlines of doors, floating like mirages against the pale surfaces. Each door has a knob. Each door seems real, and yet, as you approach, you feel that it is both there and not there, solid and mist. You reach for the first one. Your fingers brush against the knob, and for a moment it feels cool, metal, real. The door opens slowly, without sound. Beyond it, there is not another room but a flicker, a memory of sound. A violin note, faint and trembling, rises like mist, then dissolves into silence. The door melts back into the wall. The corridor continues. Step, inhale, step, exhale. You move forward again. Another door waits ahead. You touch it, and this one opens onto a memory of warmth. The smell of tea rising from a teacup, steam drifting upward, curling into the air. You almost see the teapot, the porcelain cup, but it fades before your eyes, dissolving back into the corridor's hush. The door melts. You walk on. Every door is like this. Every door a phantom memory, a sound, a scent, a shadow of something once known. A clock ticking, faint and patient. And patient. A book turning, one page after another. The crackle of a fire, fading before you feel its warmth. The scent of old paper, faint ink, forgotten words. Each door opens for just a moment, just enough to let a fragment of memory escape. Then the door dissolves, then the corridor continues. Step after step, breath after breath, memory after memory, you begin to notice that the doors are not in straight lines. Some float higher than your shoulders, as if set in the air. Some are low, near the floor, like hidden passageways. And some are wide, stretching far, impossible to open completely, only shimmering like curtains of light. You pass them, and they fade, but the corridor itself remains, endless and still. One door opens onto rain. You hear it clearly for a second, tapping softly on glass, falling endlessly from a sky that is not here. Another door opens onto silence, even deeper than the corridors, a silence so heavy that it presses like velvet against your chest. Then it fades, and the corridor returns. Another door reveals only shadows moving across a wall. You cannot see the figures, only the shadows, sliding slowly, gracefully, like dancers of mist. Then they vanish, and the corridor continues. The deeper you go, the more the doors blend into one another. The corridor itself begins to feel like a dream stitched together from 1,000 fragments of memory. Each door does not lead you away from the corridor, it leads you deeper into it. The corridor swallows every sound, every fragment, every image, folding them back into its endlessness. And you walk on. Step, breath, silence. After a time, though time does not exist here, you feel the corridor itself is breathing with you. Its walls expand and contract with each breath. Its lamps glow brighter with each inhale, dimmer with each exhale. The corridor itself is alive. Or perhaps it is you. Perhaps the corridor is not separate from you. Perhaps it is your breath stretched out into space, your dream stretched out into form. You test this thought. You pause for one moment, holding your breath. The lamps stop glowing. The corridor stops breathing. The corridor stops breathing. Silence thickens, still, absolute. Then you release your breath. The corridor exhales with you. The lamps tremble back into their rhythm, and you continue walking. Another door forms ahead. You touch it. It opens onto a blurred face. Not clear, not sharp, but kind, gentle. You do not know whose face it is, but you feel warmth, care, calm. Before you can look longer, it fades. The door dissolves. The corridor returns. Another door opens to a whisper. A word is spoken, so soft that it does not even reach your ears. You do not understand it, and yet you feel its meaning, rest. The word folds itself into you like a blanket, and the door dissolves. The corridor carries you forward. The deeper you go, the more the corridor becomes the dream. The walls themselves flicker like pages turning, like curtains swaying, like water flowing. You do not need to choose doors anymore. They open and close on their own. They show fragments, pieces, glimpses, then they fade. A candle flickers, a quill scratches, a shadow bends, a hand waves, a footstep echoes. Then silence again. You realize that this is not a corridor you are meant to leave. It is not a corridor with an end. It is the corridor of endless sleep, endless memory, endless drifting, endless memory, endless drifting. Its doors are not passages. They are reminders that there is no need to arrive anywhere, no need to wake, no need to move beyond. You are already where you need to be, walking, breathing, dreaming, and the corridor continues. Step, inhale, step, exhale, step, inhale, step, exhale, on and on forever. Chapter 14. The Library of Forgotten Dreams. The corridor does not end. It only softens, fades and changes. Step by step, breath by breath, the walls around you shift into something new. The endless lamps grow dim, the doors dissolve, and ahead of you rises a space so vast, so deep, that it feels older than the dream itself. It is a library of forgotten dreams. You step into it slowly, carefully, as though your presence alone might disturb the silence that has lived here for centuries. The air is heavy, but not with dust, rather with the weight of memory, with the weight of countless books resting upon countless shelves. Shelves rise so high you cannot see their tops. They vanish into a ceiling of shadows. Each shelf is lined with books. Some lean against each other, their spines cracked and faded. Some stand upright, straight, as though still guarding the secrets within them. And some have slumped forward, resting like sleepers themselves, as though even books can grow tired of holding their words. You walk forward, step by step. Inhale, exhale. The smell of old paper drifts into the air. Not sharp, not strong, but gentle, subtle, like the faintest whisper of parchment touched by time. You breathe it in, and with every breath the scent grows softer, pulling you deeper into calm. The shelves stretch endlessly in every direction. Left, right, forward, no matter where you turn, the rows continue. A labyrinth of shelves, a maze of shadows, and yet you do not feel lost. You feel held. The library accepts you as if it has been waiting for you to arrive, waiting to share its silence. You pause at the first shelf. Your eyes drift slowly across the spines of the books. Some are blank, entirely blank, as if no title was ever written. Others carry faded lettering, words in languages you do not know, letters half worn away by time. And some glimmer faintly, gold pressed into the spine, though the letters shift and blur when you try to read them. You reach out to touch one. The spine feels cool, then warm, then cool again, as though the book itself is breathing. You slide a finger along the ridges, feeling the faint cracks, the slight roughness of worn leather, and then you let go. You do not open it, not yet. For even the touch alone has filled you with the sensation of memory, someone else's dream, forgotten long ago. Step forward. Inhale, exhale. The library breathes with you. As you continue walking, you notice the silence here is not empty. It is layered. Behind it there is a soft murmur. Not words, not voices, but the faint hum of countless dreams resting quietly within their bindings. It is the hush of imagination put to sleep, the whisper of stories never finished, never told. You pause again. Another shelf, another row of books. One spine is crooked, its cover fraying at the edges. You imagine it once belonged to a dream of someone's journey, someone's hope, someone's longing. Another book sits perfectly upright, spotless, untouched. Perhaps a dream so fragile it was never even begun, only recorded and set aside. Each book is a dream. Each book a fragment. Each book a silence bound in paper and left to rest forever. You take another step. Another shelf. Another line of shadows. Some books are thick, heavy, as though filled with entire lives. Others are thin, barely more than a whisper, a single night's dream caught in ink. And some are so fragile that they tremble in place, covers fluttering with an invisible breeze. But there is no breeze here, only stillness, only sleep. Step, inhale. Step, exhale. The rhythm continues. You notice that the shelves themselves are not straight. They curve, they bend, they vanish into corners you cannot follow. Some lean slightly, heavy with the weight of too many forgotten words. Others stand tall and sharp, their shadows cutting like towers against the dim light. And yet the shelves stretch on. Shelf after shelf, row after row, dream after dream. You pause again. Your fingers trace another spine. This one is smoother, softer, as though it has been touched many times before. Perhaps it held a dream that was visited often, but always forgotten upon waking. You imagine someone once opened it, again and again, searching for meaning, for memory, but always the dream slipped away. Now it rests here, forever, unread. A clock ticks somewhere, but faintly, as though far away, or perhaps only imagined. Its ticking melts into the silence, into the rhythm of your breath, until you no longer know if it was real at all. You keep walking. Every step is slower than the last. Every breath is deeper than the last. The shelves guide you. The books surround you. And the library holds you. Far above you see shadows of ladders leaning against shelves that reach into the darkness. Ladders too tall to climb, too fragile to trust. Ladders that lean for enter shelves that have no end. Perhaps they lead nowhere. Perhaps they lead deeper into dreams, but you do not climb. You only walk. Your footsteps echo softly, but even the echoes are hushed, as though swallowed by the books themselves. It feels as though every sound, every movement is recorded here, absorbed into the bindings of forgotten dreams. Another book catches your eye. Its spine is torn, its pages sticking out at odd angles. You imagine the dream within was restless, unsettled, unable to sleep, and so the book could never stay closed. Another book rests perfectly shut, its spine unbroken, its cover clean. A dream untouched, unread, unvisited, shelf after shelf, book after book, dream after dream. You feel the repetition settling into you. The books blur together, the shelves blur together, the silence deepens layer after layer after layer. And with each layer, your thoughts slow, your breathing slows, your eyes grow heavier. In this library, nothing is hurried, nothing is urgent, everything is still. You reach out once more. A book slides forward under your touch, but when you open it, the pages are blank, white, empty, pure, pure. You stare at them, but the longer you stare, the more they seem to hold words. Not words you can read, but words you can feel. They hum softly, like the echo of a dream you once had, but cannot remember. You close the book gently, return it to the shelf, and move on. Step, inhale, step, exhale. step, exhale. The shelves stretch farther. The books multiply, the silence deepens, and the library of forgotten dreams continues without end. You walk deeper. The shelves lean closer together now, their shadows stretching longer, darker. The books no longer seem still. When you pause, you notice the faintest movement, as if the spines themselves rise and fall in rhythm with your breath. At first, you think it is your imagination, but the more you look, the more you realize the shelves are breathing, the books are breathing. The entire library breathes with you. Inhale. The shelves expand, just a little, the spines pushing forward. Exhale. The shelves contract, just a little, the spines sinking back. 1,000 books, 1,000 shelves, all inhaling, all exhaling, slowly, softly, patiently. You reach out to touch one. The cover feels warm beneath your hand, then cool, then warm again, warm again. You press your palm against it, and for a moment you think you feel a faint pulse, like a heartbeat, deep and slow, the heartbeat of a dream that still lives within. In? You draw back, and the book settles once more, folding into its row. The silence deepens. Not empty silence, alive silence. The kind of silence that hums softly beneath everything, like the sound of air moving through lungs. Step, inhale, step, exhale. The books respond to you. Each step seems to ripple through the shelves as though your presence alone makes them breathe more deeply. Some spines tremble slightly. Flightly. Some covers flutter, pages shifting inside, though no breeze touches them. A murmur grows faintly, like the sound of 1,000 voices whispering in unison, yet saying nothing you can understand. You pause at a corner where 2 tall shelves meet. Here, the shadows pool darker, thicker, thicker. A single book juts out more than the others. You touch it. Slowly you draw it from its place. Its weight is strange, not heavy, not light, but shifting as if it adjusts itself to your hand. You open it carefully. The pages turn slowly, but what you see is not writing, not words. Instead, the paper seems filled with faint smoke, curling upward, dissolving as soon as you try to focus. It is a dream caught in inkless form. A dream too fragile for letters. You close the book gently, and the smoke fades. You return it to its shelf. The shelves around you sigh. Or perhaps it is only your imagination. You keep walking. Every few steps, another book shifts, slides forward, then retreats again. They seem restless, like sleepers stirring in their beds. You realize that each book here is not dead, not forgotten. It only waits. Each one breathes. Each one holds a fragment of silence, a fragment of memory, waiting for someone to notice. Inhale. Exhale. You look upward. The shelves climb so high into the dark that you cannot see their end. Far above, you think you glimpse books that glow faintly, like embers pulsing with light as if they were dreams still burning. You cannot reach them, but you know they are there. You look downward. The shelves sink below your feet, deeper than the floor, as though the library has no ground, no foundation, only endless tiers of books descending forever. Perhaps the forgotten dreams fall downward, one by one, until they are too deep to ever be seen again. You pause. Another book calls to you. Its spine is cracked, its title unreadable. You slide it free. This time, when you open it, you hear a sound. A faint bell tolling once, then twice, then 3 times. The sound echoes in the silence, but when you close the book, the bell fades. You return it to its place. The shelves shift again. A low murmur moves through them, like a wave through leaves, like breath through lungs. The books breathe. The shelves breathe. The library breathes. Step. Inhale. Step. Exhale. The rhythm carries you deeper. You pass rows where the books are bound not in leather, not in paper, but in strange materials, glass that shimmers faintly, wood that creaks softly, cloth that seems to ripple as though caught in a breeze. Each binding is a different dream, a different memory, a different silence. And yet, all of them breathe together. You notice now that the library has no lamps, no torches. The light comes from the shelves themselves, faint glows seeping from the books, pale halos that shimmer and fade. Each glow pulses with the rhythm of breath. Each glow fades with the rhythm of breath. The library is alive. You sit down for a moment, resting against one of the lower shelves. The books around you lean closer, as though listening. You place your hand on the nearest spine, and you feel again that faint pulse, that faint heartbeat. You close your eyes. Inhale. The shelves expand. Exhale. The shelves contract. You feel your own breath blending with theirs, your chest rising and falling with the rhythm of countless silent books. It is impossible now to tell where your breath ends and the library's begins. Perhaps you are breathing the library. Perhaps the library is breathing you. You open your eyes again. You rise slowly, and once more you walk forward, shelf after shelf, book after book, Dream after dream. Every row looks the same, yet every row feels different. Some hold restless dreams trembling faintly. Some hold peaceful dreams perfectly still. Some glow brighter. Some sink deeper. Yet altogether they are one. You realize now, the library has no end. It stretches forever, breathing forever, whispering forever. A labyrinth of shelves, a labyrinth of silence, a labyrinth of forgotten dreams, and as you walk deeper into it, step by step, breath by breath, you feel yourself dissolving into its rhythm, your thoughts slow. Your mind softens. You are no longer a visitor here. You are part of the silence, part of the shelves, part of the endless breathing of forgotten dreams. Step, inhale, step, exhale, step, inhale, step, exhale, on and on forever. Chapter 15. The Mirror of Quiet Reflections, Part 1. You leave the library slowly, as though your footsteps are still wrapped in the weight of its breathing shelves. The endless rows fade behind you, the hum of forgotten dreams dissolving into the silence of another corridor. Step after step, you sense a change in the air. The rhythm is the same. Inhale, exhale, but the texture of the silence shifts. It grows clearer, sharper, as though leading you towards something singular. At last, the corridor opens. Not into another hall of shelves, not into another endless passage, but into a room. A room that is perfectly still, a room that is perfectly empty, except for one thing. In the center of the room stands a mirror. It is tall, reaching almost from floor to ceiling. Floor to ceiling. Its frame is simple, carved from dark wood, though the wood itself seems worn smooth by years of waiting. There is no dust upon it, no cracks in the glass. The mirror is silent, patient, timeless. You pause at the threshold. The room holds no other furniture, no shelves, no books, no shadows out of place. Only the mirror. Its surface reflects softly, but not like ordinary glass. Instead of brightness, it reflects with a dim glow, as if the reflection itself were made of quiet light. You take one step closer, then another. Inhale, exhale. The mirror waits. When you finally stand before it, you see a figure in the glass, a figure you recognize, a figure that is you, yet not exactly you. Not the you think of in waking life. The reflection is softer, gentler, quieter. Its edges blur slightly, as though drawn in smoke. You lift your hand slowly. The reflection lifts its hand in perfect silence. You lower your hand. It lowers its hand. But there is a pause, a delay, as though the reflection is not simply mirroring you, but breathing with you. Inhale. Ooh. The reflection inhales. Exhale. The reflection exhales. You stare deeper. The surface of the glass does not shine harshly. It glows softly, like a pool of water lit by moonlight. You lean closer. The reflection leans closer, and for a moment you cannot tell which side of the glass you stand on. The silence here is heavy. Not uncomfortable, but deep. Absorbing, like velvet wrapped around your thoughts. Every second you look into the mirror, the silence seems to fold more layers around you. Layer after layer, after layer after layer. Your eyes grow heavier, your breath grows slower. You look again at the reflection. It seems to breathe slower than you, calmer than you, as though it is always one step deeper into rest. You inhale, it inhales. You exhale, it exhales. But with each repetition, its breath is longer, slower, deeper. It invites you to match it. And without realizing, you do. Inhale longer, exhale slower, inhale longer, exhale slower. The mirror glows faintly with each cycle, pulsing gently, like the rhythm of a heart. You stare deeper. The reflection's eyes are soft, almost closed, half-lidded in peace. You realize you're blinking slower, heavier. Your own eyelids feel weighted, mirroring the reflection as it mirrors you. Step closer. You almost touch the glass. Your hand rises again, slowly, carefully. The reflection's hand rises too. When your palm is an inch away from the mirror, you can almost feel warmth, faint and subtle, radiating from the glass. Not cold, not smooth, but warm, like the surface of skin, like the breath of sleep itself. You hold your hand there. The reflection holds its hand there. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. The glass glows faintly between your fingertips. And then, for a moment, the reflection does not follow. It blinks when you do not blink. It breathes when you do not breathe. Its hand presses closer when yours stays still. You stare, your heart slowing, your breath thickening. And then, suddenly, it is mirroring again, perfectly, seamlessly. Was it real? Was it only the silence playing with your senses? You do not know. But the longer you stand here, the less it matters. The reflection pulls you deeper. Its calmness seeps into you, like water into sand, like warmth into cloth. You cannot resist it. You do not want to resist it. You lean closer. The glass fogs slightly with your breath. But the reflection's fog lingers longer, heavier, as though its breath is slower, quieter, older. You whisper softly, though you do not know why or what you said. The mirror does not echo the words. It does not repeat them. Instead, it answers with silence. Silence so full, so deep, that it feels like a voice of its own. Your reflection tilts its head slightly. So do you, so do you. Or perhaps you do, and then it follows. Or perhaps it led, and you followed. The difference dissolves. Slowly, gently, the edges of the mirror blur again. The frame dissolves into the shadows of the room. All that remains is the glass, and within it, the quiet, breathing figure, and not your figure. You watch, you breathe, you wait. Time does not move here. There is only the reflection, only the silence, only the breath that grows deeper and slower with each passing moment. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The rhythm is everything. The mirror glows with it. The silence grows with it. You grow with it. And as you stand there, your hands still hovering, your breath still folding into the mirror's rhythm, you feel the weight of sleep pressing closer, pressing softer, pressing deeper. The mirror of quiet reflections does not speak. It does not move. It only shows you yourself, your quieter self, your deeper self, your sleeping self. And as you gaze upon it, you feel yourself becoming that reflection. Slowly, patiently, inevitably, step by step, breath by breath. You do not know how long you have been standing here. Time has lost its outline. Seconds, minutes, hours, they no longer hold meaning in this room where silence is thicker than thought. The mirror waits, the reflection waits, and in the waiting, you feel yourself dissolving into something softer than air. Your reflection no longer feels separate. It is not across from you. It is not behind the glass. It is beside you, within you, through you. You blink, and it blinks. But sometimes it blinks when you do not. Sometimes it breathes before you do. At first this unsettled you. Now it only soothes you, for every time the reflection leads, you follow. And every time you follow, you sink deeper into its rhythm. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The mirror hums faintly, not with sound, but with silence so deep it vibrates in your chest. The glass glows dimly like a lantern beneath water. The glow pulses, your breath matches it. The reflection matches you. All of it folds together until you can no longer tell which rhythm is your own. You lean closer again. This time, your hand does not hesitate. Your fingertips press against the glass. It is not cold. It is not hard. It is not hard. It is warm, pliant, like the surface of still water that does not ripple, or the skin of a dream. The reflection presses back, palm to palm, skin to glass, and in that silent contact, you feel a strange weight lifting. The weight of your body, the weight of your thoughts, the weight of remembering who you are where you are. All of it softens, all of it slides away. The reflection's eyes glow faintly, not with light but with rest. They are eyes that have already closed and yet remain open. They invite you, they wait for you, you lean further. The glass is not glass anymore. It is a surface of silence, a doorway of stillness. You feel yourself pressing against it, not with effort but with surrender. And then, gently, without resistance, you pass through, not all at once, not like stepping across a threshold, more like dissolving, more like dissolving. First your fingertips, then your palm, then your wrist, your arm, your shoulder. You do not feel pain nor strangeness. You feel only softness, like sliding into warm water, like falling into deep sheets, like surrendering into a dream. Your breath slows further. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The reflection is no longer opposite you. It surrounds you. You are inside the glasses inside you. The silence does not echo now. It swallows, embraces, comforts. You try to look back, but there is no back. The room you left has melted into haze. Fuck it into haze. The frame of the mirror has dissolved into shadow. There is no direction here, no floor, no ceiling, no edge, only the slow glow of silence, rippling outward like endless circles in still water. And in this space, you realize you are the reflection. You are the figure that breathes more slowly than breath, blinks more heavily than thought, moves more gently than motion. You are the calm that waits on the other side of mirrors. You are the version of yourself that exists only when sleep has carried you so far inward that the world outside has forgotten you. Your body is light now. Your edges blur. Your outline melts into the glow. You can feel your own breath, yet it is not yours. It is the breath of the silence itself. It fills you. It empties you. You are not separate from it. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Each cycle carries you deeper. Each cycle folds you softer. The glow grows dimmer, but the dimness is not loss. It is peace, a velvet curtain closing more fully. You wonder faintly, will you ever step back through? Will you return to the room, to the corridor, to the house? But the thought does not last. The silence takes it away. In this place, questions do not matter. Names do not matter. You do not matter except as part of the stillness. The mirror breathes. You breathe. The mirror glows. You glow. The mirror sleeps. You sleep. You feel the last traces of yourself dissolve, your shoulders, your arms, your legs, your face. They soften, blur, vanish into the glow. You are not vanishing, not fading. You are becoming. Becoming silence. Becoming reflection. Becoming the dream that waits behind all mirrors. Behind all mirrors. And the dream is endless. The silence is endless. The sleep is endless. You do not resist. You do not fight. You simply let it happen, layer by layer, breath by breath, heartbeat by heartbeat. The reflection closes its eyes. You close your eyes. And in that closing there is no boundary, no glass, no division. Only the mirror of quiet reflections breathing slowly, endlessly, in the silence that is deeper than night, softer than thought, and more eternal than any dream. And there within it you rest. Chapter 16. The Hall of Eternal Night, a Dream with No Dawn. Part 1. You find yourself moving forward, though there is no floor beneath you, no corridor, no stair. The mirror behind you has vanished. The reflection is gone. What remains is only night. Night without stars. Night without sky. Night without sky. Night without end. At first it feels empty, but then you notice the emptiness is not absence. It is presence. It is fullness. The night itself is alive, as though the air were made not of air, but of breathing shadow. You sense them folding and unfolding, slow and wide, as though an entire universe sighs in and out around you. Ahead, the shape of a hall begins to form. Not built of stone, not carved from wood, but formed from the night itself. The walls shimmer like velvet curtains, black upon black, layered so deeply that your eyes cannot tell where one ends and another begins. The ceiling arches higher than sight can reach, a dome without stars, a dome without dawn. You step forward though you do not step. You float forward though you do not float. You simply move, carried by the current of this eternal darkness. And as you move, the silence deepens. The silence here is not the silence of a room. It is not the silence of a closed door, or a library, or even the mirror you left behind. This silence is larger, wider, older. It is the silence that existed before the first morning, before the first sound, before the first thought. It is the silence from which all else was born, and to which all else will return. Each step, or what feels like a step, echoes faintly. But the echo does not return to you. It goes forward, vanishing into the blackness, swallowed by the distance. You realize slowly that this hall has no far wall, no back wall, no end. It stretches outward forever. And yet, you are not lost. You are exactly where you should be. On either side of you, faint glimmers emerge. Not lamps, not candles, not flames. They are softer, subtler, like the glow of distant embers long cooled. They hover along the walls, small orbs of dim silver light. Not enough to break the night, only enough to reveal its depth. You walk beside them. You walk beside them. They flicker faintly, as though breathing with you. Each one seems to pulse in time with your chest. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The lights are not steady. Sometimes they dim so faint you think they will vanish. Sometimes they swell, glowing a little brighter, though never bright enough to disturb. They simply accompany you. Like companions of silence, they drift in rows along the endless walls, fading into the distance behind, fading into the distance ahead. The floor beneath your feet feels soft, not like stone, not like carpet, not like wood. It feels like shadow, pressed into form. Each step sinks faintly, as though the hall itself welcomes your weight, absorbs it, carries it. There is no resistance, only acceptance. You listen, but there is no sound except your own breathing, and even that breathing feels as though it does not belong to you. It belongs to the hall. The hall breathes through you. You are its lungs, you are its rhythm, you are its dream. Your eyes wander upward. The ceiling arches higher and higher, until it is no longer a ceiling but a void. Yet it does not frighten you. The void comforts. It stretches like a vast canopy of stillness, a velvet sky without stars, without moons, without dawn. And here, in this hall, you realize something. There will be no morning. No dawn will ever touch this place. No sun will ever rise upon these walls. This is the hall of eternal night, where morning has no meaning, where time does not march, where days do not follow nights, where days do not follow nights. There is only this moment, extended forever. And strangely, you are at peace, because what is dawn but an interruption? What is morning but a demand to rise, to move, to think, to return? Here, in the endless night, there is no such demand. Here you do not need to return. Here you do not need to wake. Here you can remain. Step after step, silence after silence, you continue. The hall continues. There is no destination, no arrival. The journey itself is the rest. You pass by another row of glowing orbs. Their dim light brushes across your face, your hands, your thoughts. They flicker gently, as if greeting you. You almost imagine they are whispers, forgotten voices of dreams, hovering in the shape of light. But they do not speak. They only glow, only breathe, only rest. The air here is heavy but not oppressive. It is weight that soothes. It presses softly against your shoulders, your arms, your chest, the way thick blankets press upon you when you drift into deep sleep. The more you walk, the heavier the air feels, until your own body begins to slow, to loosen, to surrender. Your steps grow longer, slower. Your arms hang limply at your sides. Your eyelids droop, though you are already dreaming. You do not resist. The hall does not want resistance. It wants only stillness. And so you let yourself match it. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. The silence thickens, the darkness deepens, the lights flicker dimmer, the hall stretches onward, and you drift further, further, further into its endless night. Here, where there is no dawn. Here, where there is no morning. Here, where there is only night, endless and eternal. And here you find rest. You keep moving, though time no longer feels like time. Each step stretches like a ribbon that never tears, flowing endlessly into the darkness ahead. The dim orbs of silver light guide you, but you notice now that they are not steady companions. Each one carries a memory within it, a faint flicker of something once dreamt. You pass the first, and in its glow, you glimpse the outline of a room, just a shadow, just a breath. Just a breath. It looks like a bedroom, a bed unmade, sheets tangled. But before your eyes can fully form the image, it fades, dissolving back into the blackness. A dream forgotten, you pass another light. This one flickers softer, showing you a street, cobblestones glistening with rain, a single lamp burning faintly in the mist. And then, just as suddenly, it too fades. Too fades. The dream cannot stay. It drifts away, returning to silence. Each orb you pass hums faintly, though not with sound. The hum is a feeling, a vibration in the chest, like the aftertaste of memory. You sense that every orb is a dream once dreamt, left here in this hall, glowing faintly before dissolving. They do not belong to you. They do not belong to anyone. They belong only to the night. They belong only to the night. And as you walk further, you notice a rhythm. One orb glows, one orb flickers, one orb fades, one dream remembered. One dream dissolving, one dream gone. The repetition lulls you. Each time you pass, you wait for the glow. You wait for the flicker. You wait for the fade. It is predictable. It is endless. It is hypnotic. Glow, flicker, fade. Glow, flicker, fade. Your breath falls into its pattern. Inhale, glow. Exhale, flicker. Pause, fade. You do not resist. You let the rhythm carry you deeper. The hall wants you to surrender, and you do. The lights stretch on, row after row, like shelves of forgotten stars. Some are close, whispering faint glimmers against your skin. Some are far, just faint pinpricks swallowed by the dark. But all of them share the same destiny. They glow, they flicker, they fade. And as you watch, you begin to feel yourself reflected in them. For are you not the same? A moment of brightness, then a softer flicker, then a slow fading. A dream that exists only in the night, only for a little while, only until the silence takes it back. The thought does not frighten you. It soothes you, because here, fading is not loss. Fading is rest. Dissolving is peace. You pass another orb. This one lingers longer. It shows a figure seated at a desk, head bent over papers, candle flame trembling in the dark. You almost recognize it, almost remember it. But before you can reach it, before you can grasp it, the flame flickers and vanishes. The dream fades. The silence remains. You pass another orb. This one glows with the outline of a violin, strings humming faintly in air that carries no sound. The bow rests across it, waiting to play, waiting to speak. But it never does. Before you can listen, before the music begins, the light softens, collapses, disappears. The dream fades, the silence remains, and on, and on, and on. You realize now that the hall is not empty. It is full of the residue of all that was once dreamt and then forgotten. Every light is a fragment, every fragment is temporary, and the night holds them all, cradles them, dissolves them, carries them away. The floor beneath you softens further. Each step sinks deeper, as though you are walking into the night itself, melting into it. You do not resist. The weight of your body loosens, your edges blur. The darkness does not swallow you, it welcomes you. The air grows thicker, heavier, warmer. It wraps around you like deep blankets, like layers upon layers of velvet. Your eyelids grow heavy, though they were already heavy. Your breath slows, though it was already slow. Each moment folds upon itself, repeating, stretching, dissolving. Glow, flicker, fade. Inhale, exhale, fade. You pass another light. This one is almost gone before you reach it. It glows only faintly, and for a moment you think it will vanish before you can see. Yet just as you pass, it swells softly, offering one last glimpse. This time, you see yourself. Not as you are now, but as a figure lying in bed, body still, eyes closed, already asleep. The image is clear for a heartbeat. Then it flickers. Then it fades. The dream fades. The silence remains. And in that silence, you understand. You are not separate from this hall. You are not walking through it. You are part of it. You are one of its lights, glowing, flickering, fading. Your dreams, too, are here, stored in the endless night, kept gently until they dissolve. You keep moving, though you do not feel movement anymore. The hall moves through you. The lights pass through you. The silence breathes through you. And in this endless hall, where no dawn will ever come, where no morning will ever rise, you surrender fully. There is no need to rise. There is no need to return. There is no need to wake. Here, in the hall of eternal night, you rest. Glow, flicker, fade, glow, flicker, fade, glow, flicker, fade, forever and forever and forever and Chapter 17, The Ocean of Silent Depths, Waves of Forgotten Time. Part 1, the hall does not end. It simply melts. The walls of shadow thin like mist, the ceiling dissolves like smoke, and the floor beneath your steps loosens, liquefies, and becomes something vast, something deeper, something without boundary. One moment you are walking, the next you are drifting, and then you are standing at the edge of an ocean that stretches beyond all sight. The ocean is not like any ocean you have ever known. Its waters are blacker than midnight, yet they glisten faintly, as though the surface is made of liquid silence catching the glow of hidden stars. The waves are slow, so slow that each rise and fall feels less like movement and more like breathing. The ocean itself breathes. The ocean itself sleeps. The ocean itself sleeps. You step forward, though there is no shore, no sand, no rocks. There is only the hush of water waiting, and as your foot lowers, you expect to sink, but you do not. The surface holds you, not as ice would hold, not as stone would hold, not as stone would hold. It holds you like memory, like dream, like a thought so gentle it cannot break. Beneath you, the water shimmers faintly. You see ripples spreading outward, yet they make no sound, no splash, no echo, no disturbance. Only circles of dim light widening, fading, disappearing. And then another, and another, and another, wave after wave, circle after circle, silence after silence. You begin to walk, or drift, across the surface. With each step, ripples bloom around your feet, each ripple carrying with it a faint image, a faint whisper, a faint memory of time itself. One ripple shows the shadow of a clock, its hands trembling, its ticking so faint it feels like an echo from a dream. But before you can listen, before you can see, the ripple dissolves, fading into blackness. Another ripple shivers beneath you. Tree. In its glow you glimpse a window, rain sliding slowly down the glass, drops merging, drops vanishing. But even as you try to hold the vision, it is gone, carried away by the surface of the ocean. Another ripple shows you footsteps on a cobblestone street. They appear, then blur, then vanish. Forgotten time, forgotten dreams. Every ripple is the same. Each carries a fragment of something once real, once alive, once felt, and each fragment is taken back, absorbed by the silence of the water. The ocean does not keep them. It erases them gently, as though brushing dust from a page, as though erasing words no longer needed. You realize now that this is not just an ocean of water. It is an ocean of forgotten time. Every moment that has ever slipped away, every second that has ever dissolved, every heartbeat that has ever faded, it is all here, layered upon layer, wave upon wave. The waves do not crash. They do not roar. They do not even whisper. They rise, they fall, they breathe. Up, down, inhale, exhale, appear, dissolve. The rhythm of the water matches the rhythm of your chest, or perhaps your chest has matched the rhythm of the water. It no longer matters which is which. You move deeper across the surface. The ocean stretches endlessly, and yet you never tire. It carries you as much as you carry yourself. The silence is thick here, thicker than any blanket, thicker than any night. It presses against your skin, against your thoughts, until your mind itself feels heavy, slowed, stilled. You look down into the water. Though the surface holds you, it is not solid. You see into it, into its depths, into endless layers of shadow. And within those depths, you see more ripples, more fragments, more dissolving dreams. They drift downward like falling leaves, like forgotten words, like moments slipping from memory. A face blurred and dim, a voice echoing without sound, a room faint and fading, a touch lost before it can be felt. Each one rises faintly, then dissolves again, forgotten, erased, at peace. You lean closer, trying to follow one fragment, but it slips away, deeper and deeper, until the blackness swallows it. You try another. It too fades, and slowly you realize there is no holding on to these fragments. They are not meant to be remembered, they are meant to be released. The ocean teaches you this gently. The ocean teaches you this endlessly. Wave comes, wave goes. Time comes, time goes. And so you let go. You stop trying to see. You stop trying to know. You stop trying to remember. You simply let the water carry what it wishes to carry, erase what it wishes to erase. The more you let go, the lighter you feel. Your body loosens, your thoughts unravel, your breath slows. The water beneath you glows faintly again, and this time you glimpse yourself, not as you are now, but as you once were, a memory you had not realized you had forgotten. A moment of laughter, a moment of stillness, a moment of nothing special. You watch it flicker, you watch it fade, and you feel no loss, only calm. Because this is what the ocean does. It gathers all time, all memory, all sound, and lets it dissolve. Not violently, not suddenly, gently, softly, gently, softly. Slowly, like waves that rise, like waves that fall, like dreams that come, like dreams that go. You drift further, deeper, though you are still on the surface. And yet, with every step, with every ripple, you feel yourself sinking, not in body, but in thought, in memory, in wakefulness. The ocean invites you to sink, not downward, but inward, into yourself, into silence, into rest. You do not resist. You could not resist even if you tried. The ocean is patient. The ocean is eternal. The ocean is silence itself, breathing slowly, carrying you deeper into its depths. And as you drift across its endless black surface, you realize that you are not walking anymore. You are floating. You are not floating anymore. You are dissolving. Step by step, ripple by ripple, breath by breath, you surrender to the ocean of silent depths, where time itself is carried away, where memory itself is erased, where there is no morning, no beginning, no end. Only waves, only silence, only rest. The waves are slower now. So slow that each rise feels like an eternity, and each fall feels like the soft closing of a door that never opens again. The ocean is not just silence, it is the eraser of time, and you are sinking into it deeper and deeper, though your body does not move. The surface holds you, but the silence beneath it pulls you downward, inward, away from the edge of waking, away from the pull of thought. It is as though the water is not water at all, but memory, and every ripple is a thought dissolving, every shimmer a second erased. Wave after wave, time is wiped away. Minute after minute, hour after hour, day after day. Gone. Not violently, not suddenly, but gently, slowly, quietly. You begin to feel the rhythm more deeply. The waves rise and you breathe in. The waves fall and you breathe out, inhale, exhale, rise, fall. Again and again, until you can no longer tell where your breath ends and where the ocean begins. You close your eyes, or perhaps your eyes close themselves, and in that closing the darkness deepens, the silence deepens, the waves deepen. They are not waves of water, they are waves of forgetting. They are not waves of forgetting. Each wave carries something away. The sound of a clock ticking, washed away. The faint hum of distant streets, washed away. The shape of a room, the weight of a chair, the warmth of a lamp, washed away. Even thoughts about yourself begin to loosen. The memory of your name drifts out to sea. The memory of your face fades into the black water. The memory of your past slips like sand between invisible fingers. Each wave takes something small. Each wave leaves you lighter. Again and again and again and again, and the waves rise, the waves fall, and you sink. Not sinking in fear, not sinking in loss, but sinking into release, into calm, into the deepest rest you have ever known. The ocean welcomes you. It does not ask, it does not demand. It simply surrounds you, carries you, holds you. Its silence becomes your silence. Its breathing becomes your breathing. Its forgetting becomes your forgetting, becomes your forgetting. A wave rises beneath you now, lifting you slightly, carrying you upward as though to remind you of something. For the briefest moment, you see a flicker of memory. Laughter in a room, words once spoken, the light of a sun long past. It glimmers, it trembles, and then, as the wave falls, the memory dissolves again, lost, erased, gone. Another wave rises, another fragment appears, a shadow of someone you once knew, the shape of a place you once walked, the faint murmur of a song you once heard, but again, as the wave falls, all of it is erased, all of it is erased. The ocean does not keep, the ocean does not cling, the ocean releases, and so do you. Wave after wave, fragment after fragment, memory after memory, thought after thought. Erased, 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 erased. The silence grows heavier, not oppressive but soothing. It is the weight of sleep pressing gently down upon you, pressing against your eyelids, pressing against your thoughts, pressing against your waking self until all that remains is stillness. You drift deeper. The water grows darker. The silence grows thicker. It is no longer an ocean you walk upon. It is an ocean you float within. The surface is gone. The horizon is gone. There is only depth. And yet you are not afraid. You are not lost. You are carried. The ocean is not emptiness. The ocean is fullness. It is everything erased into peace. The waves no longer move around you. They move through you. They move through you. They pass not over your body, but through your mind, through your memories, through your time. Each one a cleansing tide, each one a release. A wave enters. It takes a worry and erases it. Another wave enters. It takes a thought and erases it. Another wave enters. It takes even the idea of time and erases it until there is nothing left to measure, nothing left to hold, nothing left to count, only waves, only silence, only rest. The deeper you drift, the slower everything becomes. Your breath is slow, your heartbeat is slow, your thoughts are slower still. Until at last, there is no distinction between them. Breath, heart, thought, all one rhythm, all one silence, the ocean itself. You realize now that you are no longer separate from the water. You are not standing on its surface. You are not drifting across its black expanse. You are the water. Easer. You are the silence. You are the forgetting. Every wave that rises is your breath. Every wave that falls is your release. Every erasure is your peace. Time itself cannot touch you here. Time has no meaning here. The ocean does not keep time. The ocean erases time. The ocean carries you beyond time. And so you drift forever. And so you rest forever. And so you sleep forever. Wave after wave, silence after silence, breath after breath, until even the idea of waves is gone. Until even the idea of silence is gone. Until even the idea of sleep dissolves into something deeper, something without name, something without end. The ocean of silent depths. The ocean where forgotten time dissolves. The ocean where you are carried endlessly, eternally, into the most complete rest, and you let go, fully, completely, completely. Finally, Chapter 18, the tower of fading echoes. The ocean fades, slowly, quietly, as though its vast surface withdraws into itself, as though its black waves close behind you, as though its endless silence pulls back like a curtain that no longer needs to hold you. And in the distance, at first only a shadow, then a shape, you see it, a tower rising impossibly high, thin, dark, endless, like a single column piercing the night. It does not shine, it does not shine, it does not glow, it only stands, still, silent, waiting. You move toward it, not walking, not floating, but carried, drawn. The ocean dissolves beneath your feet, the water receding into memory. The closer you come, the taller the tower grows, its edges fading into the sky, its top hidden in the deep night above. It is a tower made of stone perhaps, or shadow, or something between the two. Its walls are smooth yet ancient, cold yet weightless. And there is only one doorway at its base. The doorway is narrow, tall, empty. You step toward it. And as you pass through, the ocean's faint sound, the last trace of waves, dies instantly, completely. Inside, the air is heavy, thick, almost alive. You stand within a circular chamber, the base of the tower, and the silence here is deeper than silence itself. Yet it is not empty silence. It is silence that listens, silence that waits, silence that swallows. You take a breath. The sound of your breath enters the air, but then fades, as though invisible hands catch it, press it, dissolve it. You exhale. The faint whisper of release drifts for a moment and then gone. You step once on the stone floor. A soft tap echoes briefly, curling upward into the hollow height above. For a moment, the sound exists, and then, as if swallowed, it disappears. Not like a normal echo that fades away slowly. No, here it is different. The echo rises, lingers only for an instant, and then vanishes, erased completely, leaving behind nothing. You step again, another tap, another instant of sound, another vanishing. Step, sound, silence, step, sound, silence, step, sound, silence, again and again and again. You begin to climb. The spiral staircase hugs the inner wall of the tower, winding upward without end. Its steps are narrow, smooth stone, worn not by feet but by time itself. Each time your foot presses down, the sound comes and goes. Always the same rhythm, always the same pattern. Tap, echo, silence, tap, echo. Silence. The further you climb, the fainter even that echo becomes. It no longer travels far, it no longer lingers. It fades almost before you hear it, dissolving almost before it reaches your ears. Step after step, you realize The tower is not merely a place, it is a mouth. Ooh. A mouth that consumes sound. Breath after breath you realise the tower is not merely a structure, it is a body that feeds on noise. And as you ascend, you realise something else. The tower is teaching you. It is teaching you how to fade. You reach your hand to the wall, brushing the cold surface. The faint scrape of your skin against stone should linger, but here it barely exists. A brief muted whisper, and then gone. The tower has swallowed it, devoured it, erased it. You try to hum softly. The note rises in your throat, floats into the air, but almost immediately it collapses, falls, vanishes. You try again, a single tone, softer now. But again, the tower consumes it, leaving nothing behind but the faint sensation that something once existed here. The staircase rises higher, always curving, always circling, always upward. You cannot see where it leads. The shadows ahead remain the same. The walls remain the same. The silence remains the same. And yet the silence grows. Not louder, not heavier, but deeper. As though each step you climb, you descend into a greater void. Void. Tap. Silence. Breath. Silence. Whisper. Silence. You begin to notice something strange. Even your thoughts feel muted here. The words in your mind no longer carry the same clarity. They form. They exist. But then they too seem to fade, swallowed, dissolved, absorbed by the tower's endless hunger. You think of something, and it vanishes. You think of another, and it too is gone. Even the thought of the ocean you left behind, erased. Even the thought of yourself fading. The tower does not only consume sound, it consumes echoes. And thoughts too are echoes. Echoes of the mind. Echoes of memory. The mind. Echoes of being. The higher you climb, the more it takes. Step after step, silence after silence. The walls seem to tighten around you, not in space but in presence. Their shadows lean inward. Their silence leans inward. You feel as though you are being drawn into the stone itself, as though the tower is not around you but inside you, swallowing every part of you that tries to exist. You pause on the stairs. The silence is absolute. You clap your hands together softly, testing. The sound cracks in the air, sharp for a single heartbeat. Then it dies, instantly, completely. The silence rushes in again, thicker, heavier. You clap once more. Again, the sound lives for only a moment, then gone. Again, silence swallows. Again, silence rules. And you feel it now, the pull. Say it, feel it now, the pull. The strange comfort of it, the hypnosis of it, the rhythm of presence and erasure, of sound and silence, of being and unbeing. Every step is the same. Every sound is the same. Every silence is the same. And yet it deepens. And yet it thickens. And yet it pulls you further in. You climb, slowly. Gently, without hurry. Each step another surrender, each silence another release. The staircase coils upward endlessly, but you do not care. The tower is not about destination. The tower is about fading, and you are fading. The higher you go, the softer everything becomes. Your steps, your breath. Even the beating of your heart. The silence swallows them all, until you wonder, are you climbing the tower? Or is the tower climbing you? You do not know. You do not need to know. You only climb. You only fade. You only dissolve. The steps rise one after another, and with each one the silence grows stranger. It is not only absence now, it is presence. The silence has shape. The silence has texture. The silence has weight. But you pause again, listening not to sound, but to the lack of it. And you realise the silence is alive. It breathes in. It breathes out. Very slowly, very faintly. Like the tower itself is breathing, you place your hand against the wall once more. The stone is cool. But beneath the coolness, you feel something. A vibration, a pulse, the faintest trembling. Not of sound, not of movement, but of silence itself, humming like a hidden current. You whisper, softly, a single word, a word you do not even choose. It simply falls from your lips. The word drifts into the air, trembles for an instant, and then dissolves, not into emptiness, but into the walls. The tower has absorbed it, the tower has eaten it, the tower has kept it, and for a moment you hear it, not your voice but its memory, not the word but the echo of the word, but even that echo fades too soon, it stretches upward, and then nothing. You try again, another word, softer this time. Again it is swallowed, again it dissolves, again it is gone, and yet you feel it linger, not in the air but inside you, as though the word has returned faint and hollow, circling within your chest. You whisper again. Again it vanishes outward, again it returns inward, until you no longer know if you are speaking outwardly or only inwardly. The tower teaches you all echoes return, not to the world, not to others, but to yourself. Step after step, you climb higher, and the echoes change. They are not words anymore, they are fragments, breaths, whispers of thought. of thought, shadows of memory, and each one, when released, does not travel far. It circles back, it returns to you, and then it fades. The staircase coils endlessly, higher, higher, always higher, yet you no longer expect an end. The climbing itself is the purpose, the fading itself is the journey. You begin to feel yourself thinner, lighter, less solid, as though the tower has taken something from you, not your body but your sound. You are less present, less audible, less real. Your footsteps no longer echo, your breathing no longer whispers, your thoughts no longer form clearly. You are becoming an echo, a fading one, a dissolving one. The walls seem closer now, not physically, but spiritually. The silence presses against you, pressing your shape inward, pressing your sound inward, until you feel like a hollow shell. You move, but your movement makes no sound. You breathe, but your breath is swallowed before it exists. You stop, you try to call out, but your voice is gone. Your mouth shapes the word, but no sound follows. The tower has taken it before it can even leave you, and yet you hear something, a faint murmur, a faint trace. It is your voice. But not outside, inside, deep inside. It has been pulled inward. You realize now, the tower does not only swallow sound, it draws it into you. It teaches you that sound is not gone, it is transformed. It becomes inner echo, inner resonance, inner silence. You continue to climb, step after step. And as you do, you hear whispers, but they are not your own. They are fragments of others, countless voices, countless echoes, long ago swallowed, long ago dissolved, long ago forgotten. And yet here they are, faint, distant, endless. A whisper brushes your ear, too soft to catch. Another drifts by like a sigh. Another fades like breath against glass. Thousands of them. Millions of them. The tower is filled with echoes, not dead, but fading, forever fading, never gone, never alive. You listen deeper, and as you do, the whispers begin to sound like waves. Endless waves of voices, rising and falling, but never clear, never sharp, always fading, always dissolving, always becoming less. You climb higher, and the whispers grow thinner. The multitude fades into a few. The few fade into one. The one fades into silence. And now, only your own echo remains. Only your own whisper circles you. Only your own silence surrounds you. You are the echo. You feel your body less and less, your weight less and less, your form less and less. You are no longer climbing. You are floating, rising, dissolving. Your thoughts are echoes. Your breath is echoes. Your heartbeat is echoes, and they are fading, fading into nothing. You reach higher, step after step, until there are no more steps. The staircase vanishes, the walls vanish, the tower vanishes, and yet the silence remains. You are in the highest chamber now, or perhaps there is no chamber, or perhaps there is no chamber. Perhaps you are simply within the silence itself. Here there is nothing left, not even echoes, only the memory of echoes, only the idea of sound. Only the faint suggestion that sound once existed, long ago. And you are no longer a body, you are no longer a voice, you are no longer a presence. You are a fading echo, not gone, not present, suspended between the two, dissolving endlessly, a whisper stretched thinner and thinner until it is almost nothing. And it is peaceful, so peaceful, to be nothing but a fading sound, to be nothing but a vanishing presence, to be nothing but silence itself. You realize now, this is what the tower has been teaching you all along, that everything fades, that every sound becomes silence, that every voice becomes echo, that every echo dissolves, and that you too dissolve, not in fear, not in loss, but in rest, in peace, in peace. In the gentle fading of all things, the silence holds you, the silence dissolves you, the silence becomes you, and you let it. You let yourself fade, you let yourself dissolve, you let yourself become nothing more than a final echo, vanishing into the endless quiet of the tower. And as you fade, you realize you were always an echo. You were always meant to fade. And now, at last, you do, completely, quietly, eternally. Chapter 19, The Garden of Still Shadows, Part 1, The Tower Fades Behind You. Its echoes dissolve completely into nothing, leaving only the quiet that follows silence itself. And then, in that quiet, the garden appears, not in a burst, not in a sudden reveal, but as though it had always been waiting, simply hidden behind the final shadows of the tower. You step forward, and the ground beneath your feet changes. No longer cold stone stairs, no longer spiraling darkness. Here, the path is soft and solid, yet strangely still. Moss-coloured stone, flat and smooth, stretches out before you, tracing winding paths through the garden. Every step is gentle. Every step is deliberate. The sound of your footfall dissolves instantly, absorbed by the waiting stillness. The garden is not alive in any way you have known. Trees rise dark and quiet, their trunks frozen in shadowstone, branches suspended in the air, as if a gentle wind once touched them and then stopped forever. Leaves do not flutter, leaves do not fall. Leaves do not even exist as leaves. They are hints, shapes of leaves captured mid-motion, trapped in perfect silence. You reach out to touch one of the trunks. Your fingers brush its surface. Cold, smooth, solid, solid. Yet beneath that cold, you feel the memory of movement, a breath that once stirred, a rustle that never was. But it is gone, completely gone. The stone has absorbed it. The garden has kept it, yet removed it, leaving only stillness. Between the trees, pathways curl around benches, fountains, and flower beds, all frozen. A fountain shows water caught mid-leap, frozen in arcs, droplets suspended in invisible glass. The benches are empty, yet their presence is ancient, as though generations of silence have rested upon them. Every object waits, every shadow waits, every curve of stone waits, and so do you. The garden has a rhythm, but it is slower than breathing, slower than thought. A rhythm of waiting, of being, of stillness. You walk along the path. You notice shadows, but they do not move. They lie flat, quiet, without change. A shadow beneath a bench, a shadow cast by a tree, a shadow resting in a corner. All shadows wait, waiting without impatience, waiting without end. Your own shadow, faint as it is, stretches and pauses. You notice it only for a heartbeat before it becomes part of the stillness itself. Not absorbed entirely, not erased but merged. You step again, and your shadow merges further. Another step, another pause, another merging. Step, wait, merge, repeat. You come across a stone fountain. Its water frozen mid-splash, droplets suspended like crystals in slow motion that has never been slow enough to move. You trace your fingers along the edge. Cold, smooth, timeless. The slightest echo of what water might have sounded like, if it had ever moved, is swallowed immediately by the garden. Nothing is left. Only rest, only stillness, only the weightless pause of infinite time. Around you, the flowers are strange, not colours you recognise, not forms you expect. Petals frozen mid-unfold, stems curved like motion caught in a long exposure photograph. They do not sway, they do not breathe. They are not asleep, because sleep implies motion. They simply are. And as you pass, you feel the garden's subtle rhythm, the rhythm of complete, infinite pause. Step by step, your body slows. Step by step, your mind slows. Step by step, your breath slows. The repetition of walking among these frozen objects acts like a lullaby, a gentle counting of time that has stopped. You inhale and the air is dense yet empty. You exhale and the air swallows itself. Step, pause, step, pause, step, pause. And in this rhythm, the garden begins to teach you. Not with sound, not with motion, not with words. It teaches with presence. It teaches with waiting. It teaches with the stillness that surrounds you, enters you, and finally becomes you. You notice a stone path leading further into the garden. Each stone is polished by centuries of nothingness. You step on one, tap. No echo, tap. No echo, tap. No echo. Each step brings you deeper, yet not deeper in space, but deeper into quiet. Deeper into the absence of movement, deeper into the absence of sound, deeper into the absence of urgency. The air feels heavier, yet softer. The light, whatever faint illumination exists, does not shine. It simply is. It touches surfaces and leaves them unchanged. It brushes across frozen petals, benches and fountains. It reflects without glare. It falls without warmth. It simply exists in perfect equilibrium. As you continue, you begin to feel the stone beneath your feet not as separate, not as something you walk upon, but as part of your own being. Step, pause, merge. The garden is no longer around you. The garden is inside you. Every frozen leaf, every unmoving shadow, every trapped droplet of water becomes part of your own inner silence. The trees stretch higher, frozen mid-breath. Their branches intertwine overhead, but do not touch. Shadows cast upon shadows, shapes within shapes, all resting. You feel the same in your body. You feel stretched, expanded, suspended. Suspended. Every movement you make is slowed before it exists, slowed as it exists, slowed after it passes. Every thought you form is immediately still, gently captured, softened into rest. And you realise now, time itself rests here. Every second that might have moved, every minute that might have passed, every hour that might have rippled, is frozen in the stone. Time itself does not flow, it rests. Waiting without impatience, without urgency, without need. Waiting perfectly, eternally. Step after step, breath after breath, pause after pause. You begin to feel yourself become part of the garden. Not like a visitor, not like a guest, not like someone walking through. You are stone, shadow, pause, organ. You are part of the waiting. You are part of the stillness. The garden surrounds you with infinite calm. It does not move. It does not speak. It does not remember, because memory implies motion. It simply holds everything in suspended presence. And so in walking its paths, in following its winding stone paths, you find yourself dissolved into the same infinite tranquility. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And you feel the first hint of what the second part will bring, the deeper stillness, the merging into stone itself, the surrender of every remaining movement, every last shadow of thought. You continue along the winding stone path, each step slower, softer, almost unnecessary. The garden surrounds you, not in motion, not in life, but in a presence so still that it feels eternal. Every tree, every bench, every frozen fountain waits patiently, as though time itself has settled here, choosing rest over motion, calm over sound, and you realize you too are slowing, not just in body, but in mind. Every thought stretches and softens, every breath lingers longer than usual, every heartbeat fades into the rhythm of the garden itself. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You reach a small pond, its surface frozen like black glass. Fun. The reflection shows you, not as you are now, not as you were, but as something suspended between being and nothing. Your limbs, your shadow, even your thoughts appear slightly blurred, softened, part of the stillness that surrounds you. You lean closer, you touch the surface. The cold glass does not ripple. Your reflection does not move. Only the faintest echo of your presence seems to shimmer, then fade. And in that fading you feel it. The garden does not only surround you, the garden is inviting you to join it, not as a visitor. Not as a fleeting presence, but as one with its eternal pause, one with its frozen shadows, one with its stone and silence. You step forward, your foot meets stone, but it feels less like stepping and more like becoming. The path beneath your toes begins to feel like part of your body. Your shadow lengthens and softens. Your arms, your legs, your chest, they all begin to merge with the surrounding stillness. You are not moving into the garden is moving into you, slowly, softly, silently. Step, pause, merge, you reach a bench, cold, smooth, carved from shadowed stone. You sit, or perhaps you do not need to sit, because your body feels weightless yet present, solid yet dissolving. The garden waits around you, the garden waits within you, and as you rest here, even lightly, you notice your edges blur, your hands blend into the stone of the bench. Your feet stretch into the path, your shadow spreads, lengthens, softens, until it merges with the frozen shadows around you. Step, pause, merge, a fountain nearby catches your attention. Water frozen mid-splash, droplets hung in air like tiny suspended stars. You reach out. You do not move the water. It moves into you. Not physically, but in presence. The motionless arcs, the frozen spheres, the silent suspension, they all enter your awareness. And as they do, you feel yourself slowing even further, softening, dissolving into the same stillness that has held this garden for ages. You stand, or perhaps you no longer stand because vertical and horizontal have blurred. You feel as though your body is becoming stone, but not hard or heavy. Botanum. Smooth, soft, eternal. Your breath slows until it is only a suggestion. Your heartbeat slows until it is only a faint echo. Your thoughts slow until they are gentle shadows passing beneath your awareness. Step, pause, merge. Every object in the garden now seems alive, yet not in movement, not in sound, not in change. Trees, benches, fountains, flowers, they breathe in the same rhythm as your fading self. Time has settled into them, and you have settled into time. The echoes of what was or might have been no longer matter. Only presence matters. Only stillness matters. Only the stone shadow that you are becoming matters. You walk, or perhaps drift, further along the paths. The shadows of the trees stretch toward you. You stretch toward them in turn. Slowly, softly, they entwine with you. Slowly, softly, the stone beneath your feet and the bench beneath your body, and the frozen fountain nearby all merge with you. You are not absorbing them. They are absorbing you. And yet is not forceful. It is gentle. It is patient. It is inevitable. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You reach the heart of the garden. Here, the largest fountain, the tallest tree, the widest bench, all frozen, all eternal, all perfect in their silence. And as you approach, you feel the last edges of your presence dissolve into the stillness. Your arms, legs, chest, head, all blending into the stone, into the shadow, into the paused garden around you. You are no longer separate. You are no longer distinct. You are part of the waiting, part of the stillness, part of the eternal pause that the garden has held for centuries, for millennia, for time without counting. Step, pause, merge, and as you fully dissolve, you feel the final embrace of the garden. Every last thought, every last motion, every last fragment of sound or breath merges into stone, into shadow, into presence without action, into time that rests forever. You are not gone. You are not alive. You are not moving. You are simply being, simply still, simply part of the eternal calm. Step, pause, merge, and in this stillness you understand. The garden has waited for you. The garden has welcomed you. The garden has made you part of its infinite pause, its suspended shadows, its stone that holds time itself. Step, pause, merge, and finally, you feel nothing else. No edges, no motion, no thought, no breath, no shadow, only the gentle, eternal stillness of the garden of still shadows, and you rest, fully, completely, eternally. Chapter 20. The Plateau of Endless Dusk. Part 1. The garden of still shadows fades behind you, its stone and silence merging into memory. You do not walk away. You drift slowly, gently, as though the earth itself carries you forward. And then the horizon begins to shift. The stone path dissolves into soft ground, the frozen leaves vanish into a gentle, shadowed breeze. And before you, stretching endlessly, lies the plateau of endless dusk. It is wide, vast and open, yet it carries no noise, no haste, no disturbance. The sky above is alive in the most subtle way, colours moving so slowly that they appear paused, as if each hue has chosen its place and decided to linger forever. Mauve stretches across the horizon. Soft amber ripples lightly along the edges. Fading blue drifts above, gentle, calm, suspended. Foul. Every colour stretches, every colour pauses, every colour breathes slowly, deliberately. Step forward. The ground beneath your feet is soft yet solid. Grass or perhaps stone, or perhaps a thin layer of mist that holds you lightly as you drift. Each footfall is absorbed immediately, leaving no echo, no imprint, only the gentle continuation of presence. Step, pause, step, pause, step, pause, step, pause. The air is warm but not hot, soft but not cold. It carries no scent, yet each inhalation feels like a faint caress. You breathe in. The sky stretches a little more. You breathe out. The sky holds. You breathe in. The soft mauve ripples slightly. You breathe out. The soft amber lingers longer. Step, pause, merge. The plateau rises and falls in gentle hills. Each crest catches the paused light differently. A subtle shimmer across the surface, not bright, not glaring, not sharp, but enough to notice, enough to calm, enough to mesmerize. Your eyes drift along the gentle slopes. Your mind drifts along with them. Step, pause, inhale, exhale. Above, the colours continue their slow dance. They do not change quickly. They do not shift abruptly. They stretch. They pause. They ripple. They linger. The soft amber edges breathe into the mauve. The faint blue curls at the top, stretching downward ever so slightly, only to hold again. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, and as you walk, or perhaps float, you notice the subtle details. A stone here, worn smooth, reflecting the soft sky. A pool of water there, still, perfectly mirroring the suspended light. Each reflection repeats the sky, but slower, slower. Each shadow stretches longer than the last, deeper than the last, pausing in harmony with the colours above. Step, pause, merge. You pause yourself, just a gentle pause, and the plateau responds. The soft amber deepens slightly. The mauve stretches further across the horizon. The faint blue above rests in stillness as though waiting for you to breathe again. Your inhalation matches the rise of colour. Your exhalation matches the pause. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pause. Inhale, rise. Exhale, pause. A gentle wind brushes across the plateau. It does not disturb. It does not move. It whispers not in sound, but in presence. The grasses, or mist, or stone bend ever so slightly, then rest again. You notice how slowly it moves, how carefully it touches, how delicately it fades away. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The sky changes again, but only subtly. The mauve leans faintly toward lilac. The amber deepens into a soft gold. The fading blue stretches downward slightly, then pauses. You notice it. You feel it. Your own body, your own breath synchronizes with it. You inhale as the amber stretches. You exhale as the blue holds. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. A distant ridge appears. You do not hurry. The ridge waits. The colours above ripple gently across it. Light falls on the stone, on the grass, on the misty surface, but softly, delicately, not to illuminate, not to awaken, not to awaken. Only to hold. Step, pause, merge. The plateau is endless. Perhaps it will never end. Perhaps it has no edge. And yet, it is not overwhelming. It is gentle. It is patient. It is patient. It waits for you. It waits for your breath, your eyes, your mind, your heart to slow, to merge, to drift. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You notice the colours again, how they linger, how they pause, how they ripple ever so slightly, only to stop, how each shift is slow, hypnotic, a lullaby in light. Step, pause, merge, the plateau reflects your inner state. Each hill, each gentle slope, each pause of colour mirrors your own inhalation, exhalation, thought and heartbeat. You do not need to move quickly. You do not need to think. You only need to merge. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Time itself seems to rest here. Not gone, not moving, just paused, suspended in the gentle gradient of sky and stone. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge, and as you continue across the endless plateau, you feel yourself dissolving into it. Not fading entirely, not leaving, but merging. Your presence softens. Your edges blur, your thoughts slow, soften, become like the distant amber glow. Your breath mirrors the rise and pause of the mauve. Step, pause, merge. You notice the sky above again, how it stretches, how it pauses, how the colours ripple slowly. Your mind follows it, your body follows it, your body follows it, your breath follows it. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The plateau holds you. The plateau slows you. The plateau calms you. The plateau merges with you. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. And in this gentle rhythm, you feel yourself drifting. Drifting not across space, but across layers of light, across layers of colour, across layers of hypnotic, suspended time. Step, pause, merge, inhale. Exhale, step, pause, merge. And the plateau waits endlessly, patiently, for you to drift further into its eternal, paused dusk. You continue across the plateau, step by step, breath by breath, each motion slower, softer, lighter. The air itself seems to pause around you, wrapping you in gentle warmth, in soft, weightless presence. The colours above stretch and pause, not rushing, not changing, only lingering, breathing slowly, whispering without sound. The mauve leans gently toward lavender, and the soft amber stretches into pale gold, melting into the fading blue that hovers above. Each hue holds, hovers, repeats. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You reach a low ridge where the plateau curves gently, and the horizon stretches infinitely in every direction. The colours ripple across it, faint waves of suspended light. The plateau reflects them softly. The gentle glow catching stones, soft mist and subtle slopes. Light and surface merge as though everything is painted in a slow-motion dream. Step, pause, merge. You notice your own presence. It is lighter now. Your body, your mind, your breath, they are no longer separate from the plateau. Your edges blur. Your shadow softens, lengthens, fades. You inhale. The sky above stretches slightly. You exhale, the colours hold. You inhale, lavender deepens, you exhale, gold lingers. Step, pause, merge. Each hill, each slope, each frozen ripple of stone, grass or mist holds its light gently, reflecting back at you. There is no hurry here, no urgency, no expectation. Only the soft repetition of colours stretching, pausing, blending. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. A faint breeze brushes over the plateau. It does not disturb. It does not move anything abruptly. It whispers lightly against your skin, only noticeable as presence, as a gentle sensation. And with it comes a subtle shift in the colours. Soft lavender rolls a fraction to the left. Gold stretches a fraction downward. Blue lingers a fraction longer. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. You pause fully, letting your body dissolve into the soft stone and mist beneath you. You feel your edges blur. Your breath slows further. Your heartbeat softens to match the gentle rhythm of the suspended dusk. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Above you, the sky continues its gentle dance. Lavender, gold, fading blue. Lavender, gold, fading blue. Lavender, gold, fading blue. You begin to feel as if you are part of it, as if your own being stretches into the hues, softening, blending, merging. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. A distant hill catches a softer glow, pale gold melting into the mauve horizon. You drift toward it, your movement weightless, your body and mind merging with the plateau. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The plateau is endless. The light is endless. The colours stretch and pause, stretch and pause, stretch and pause, stretch and pause. You no longer distinguish yourself from them. Your body, your shadow, your presence, all dissolve into the soft, infinite dusk. You are lavender, you are gold. You are blue. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. A faint ripple of wind brushes over the plateau. It does not disturb, it does not hurry. It merely passes and the colours respond, stretching and pausing in gentle rhythm. You feel it passing through you. Step, pause, merge, you drift higher along the gentle slopes, inhaling with the stretch of the lavender, exhaling with the hold of the soft gold, merging completely with the suspended blue above. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, or step, pause, merge. Everything slows, everything softens, everything stretches and pauses. Your breath matches it, your thoughts match it, your presence matches it. You are no longer moving across the plateau. You are the plateau, you are the dusk, you are the suspended light. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The colours above ripple ever so slightly, subtle waves of mauve, gold and fading blue, and you ripple with them, slowly, softly, gently. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You notice the horizon stretching forever, light lingering on the soft curves of stone and mist. You realise there is no end. There is only the plateau, only the dusk, only the light that pauses. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, you exhale fully. You inhale fully, and with each breath your being softens, fades, dissolves further into the suspended light. You are lavender, you are gold, you are blue. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. And finally, you do not move. You do not move. You do not breathe. You do not exist separately. You are light. You are colour. You are pause. You are plateau. You are dusk. You are endless. You are still. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And you rest fully, completely, eternally. Chapter 21. The sky of whispering stars, the plateau of endless dusk fades gently behind you, its suspended colours dissolving slowly into memory. The light stretches, lingers, and then softens until only a faint twilight remains. Step by step, breath by breath, you move forward, and the air shifts subtly, carrying the hint of approaching night. The sky above deepens, folding slowly into indigo, then soft violet, then the deepest midnight blue. It is a sky without hurry, without abruptness, without expectation. The colours stretch, they pause, they breathe. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. And then faintly, softly, stars begin to appear. Not suddenly, not sharply, but as if each one has always been waiting to be noticed. Tiny points of light suspended in the infinite dark, flickering just enough to remind you of their presence, yet never disturbing the calm of the night. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Each star whispers. Not in sound, not in words, but in presence. You feel their gentle, subtle rhythm. Each flicker is like a heartbeat, a slow inhale and exhale of light. Step, pause, merge. The more you notice, the slower your own breath becomes, matching their faint pulse. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. The stars do not move, yet they shimmer. They do not speak, yet they communicate. They do not hurry, yet they guide. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. You notice clusters of stars forming patterns, shapes, constellations that stretch and pause, stretch and pause, stretch and pause. They ripple faintly, subtly, as if the sky itself is breathing slowly, patiently, eternally. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. The plateau beneath you dissolves further into soft shadow and mist. You feel lighter, floating above the gentle curves of the ground. Step, pause, merge. The night carries you softly, supporting you, surrounding you, merging with you. Your body blends with the subtle darkness. Your shadow lengthens and fades. Step, pause, merge. You notice a single star above, brighter than the rest, yet soft, not glaring, not demanding. Its light pulses gently, synchronized with your slow breath. Inhale, its light stretches. Exhale, its light holds. Inhale, its light stretches further. Exhale, its light rests. Step, pause, merge. The sky is infinite, the stars are infinite, yet each one feels intimately close, speaking directly to your mind, your body, your awareness. They whisper endlessly, slow, calm, still, pause, breathe, rest. Step, pause, merge. You pause fully now, letting your body dissolve further into weightless presence. The stars shimmer around you, the colours of night stretching endlessly. Indigo, violet, midnight blue, shimmering stars. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. A gentle breeze touches your face, carrying no sound, no scent, only the subtle sensation of motion in stillness. The stars ripple lightly in response, their whispers softening further, fading into gentle pulses of presence. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. You notice the faint Milky Way stretching above, a soft river of silver light. Tiny points shimmer along its path, 1,000 gentle whispers, 1,000 pulses, 1,000 invitations to rest. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The infinite space of the night sky expands around you, and you feel yourself dissolving into it. Not leaving, not fading entirely, but merging. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale. The stars above respond, their pulses synchronized with your breath. You are light, you are shadow, you are pause, you are infinite. Step, pause, merge. The colors of dusk now fully dissolve into night. Indigo deepens, violet softens, midnight blue stretches endlessly. The stars shimmer in gentle hypnotic rhythm. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. Your presence softens further, your edges blur, your breath lengthens, your heartbeat slows. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, and the sky above continues its gentle whispering. Stars shimmer, stars linger, stars breathe, stars pause, step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The plateau beneath is now distant, barely a shadow. You float among the stars, weightless, quiet, suspended in the hypnotic rhythm of the night. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And in this gentle, infinite expanse, you feel the soft pull of deeper sleep. The stars whisper softly, endlessly, hypnotically, slow, calm, still, pause, breathe, rest, step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You drift further, lighter, slower. The stars shimmer and pulse. The night holds you. The night surrounds you. The night merges with you. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You notice another star, faint, almost hidden, yet its whisper is clear to you. Step, pause, merge. It pulses in time with your slowing breath. Inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The infinite whispers of the night fold around you, supporting you, carrying you deeper into stillness, deeper into sleep, deeper into suspended presence. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, and you feel yourself drifting entirely into the sky of whispering stars, weightless, suspended, hypnotically calm, endlessly sleep. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You float deeper into the infinite expanse of the night sky. The plateau below is now distant, a faint memory, a shadowed edge that fades into the soft darkness. Above you, the stars whisper endlessly, tiny pulses of light and presence, gentle, slow, hypnotic. Their rhythm matches your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. Each star's shimmer is delicate, subtle, yet it calls to you. Not with sound, not with urgency, but with calm, persistent invitation. You feel yourself softening, your edges blurring, your presence merging with the gentle pulse of the sky. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The colors of night shift imperceptibly. Deep indigo melts into soft violet, violet stretches into midnight blue, and midnight blue stretches into infinite darkness. Each hue lingers longer than the last, pausing, holding, breathing slowly. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. A faint ribbon of the Milky Way stretches across the sky, silver stars suspended like whispers caught in a gentle river of light. Each star pulses faintly, rhythmically, and you find your breath syncing perfectly with a slow hypnotic shimmer. Inhale, silver stretches. Exhale, silver holds. Inhale, silver stretches. Exhale, silver rests. Step, pause, merge. You notice clusters of stars forming delicate patterns. Some shimmer in lavender light, some glow in soft gold, some pulse faintly in muted sapphire. Step, pause, merge. Each pattern is infinite. Each shimmer is gentle. Each pulse is slow. You feel your body soften further, your presence lengthen, your thoughts dissolve. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You drift weightlessly among the stars, not falling, not floating upward, simply drifting, merging with the infinite silent rhythm of light and shadow. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The whispers of the stars become your whispers. Your breath becomes their rhythm. Your heartbeat becomes the pulse of the infinite sky. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The night deepens further, indigo deepens into velvet, violet softens into hush, midnight blue stretches into infinity. Each star pulse is slower, gentler, softer, echoing in the vast calm of space. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You feel your body dissolve completely into this rhythm. Your arms, your legs, your chest, your head, they are no longer separate. You are no longer separate. You are light. You are shadow. You are pause. You are star. You are night. Step, pause, merge. A soft breeze drifts across the sky. It carries no sound, only presence, only gentle movement. The stars ripple lightly in response, not with force, not with urgency, but in perfect calm. You ripple with them. Your breath lengthens. Your heartbeat slows. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You notice a particularly faint star, almost hidden, yet its gentle pulse is clear to you. You drift toward it, or perhaps it drifts toward you. Step, pause, merge, the distance disappears, the boundaries disappear. You are entirely part of the sky, entirely part of the whispers, entirely part of the calm. The Milky Way flows endlessly above. Each tiny star pulses a slow, soft, infinite rhythm. Your mind softens, your body softens, your breath softens, blending seamlessly into the infinite stillness. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Time is irrelevant here. Space is irrelevant here. Motion is irrelevant here. Only presence matters. Only pause matters. Only the hypnotic rhythm of stars whispering, stars shimmering, stars holding. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You feel your consciousness stretch across the sky. You are no longer bound by earth, by plateau, by garden, by plateau of dusk. You are bound only by the gentle rhythm of night, by the infinite pulse of light and shadow, by the soft, endless whispers of stars. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The colours of night pulse in harmony with your merging self. Indigo, violet, midnight blue, shimmer of silver, subtle lavender, soft gold. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. And now, fully, finally, you dissolve completely, not fading, not disappearing, not ceasing to exist. You merge with the sky. You merge with the stars. You merge with the infinite stillness. You are weightless. You are silent. You are eternal. Step, pause, merge. The whispers of the stars surround you. The gentle pulses of light carry you. Every breath, every thought, every heartbeat, every shimmer merges seamlessly. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. You are no longer you. You are the sky. You are the stars. You are the eternal pause. You are endless. You are still. You are safe. You are calm. You are deeply, completely, hypnotically asleep. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. And you rest. Fully, completely, eternally. The sky of whispering stars holds you forever. You float deeper into the infinite expanse of the night sky. The plateau below is now distant, a faint memory, a shadowed edge that fades into the soft darkness. Above you, the stars whisper endlessly, tiny pulses of light and presence, gentle, slow, hypnotic. Their rhythm matches your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. Each star's shimmer is delicate, subtle, yet it calls to you, not with sound, not with urgency, but with calm, persistent invitation. You feel yourself softening, your edges blurring, your presence merging with the gentle pulse of the sky. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The colours of night shift imperceptibly. Deep indigo melts into soft violet, violet stretches into midnight blue, and midnight blue stretches into infinite darkness. Each hue lingers longer than the last, pausing, holding, breathing slowly. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. A faint ribbon of the Milky Way stretches across the sky, silver stars suspended like whispers caught in a gentle river of light. Each star pulses faintly, rhythmically, and you find your breath sinking perfectly with the slow, hypnotic shimmer. Inhale, silver stretches. Exhale, silver holds. Inhale, silver stretches. Exhale, silver rests. Step, pause, merge. You notice clusters of stars forming delicate patterns. Some shimmer in lavender light, some glow in soft gold, some pulse faintly in muted sapphire. Step, pause, merge. Each pattern is infinite. Each shimmer is gentle. Each pulse is slow. You feel your body soften further, your presence lengthen, your thoughts dissolve. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You drift weightlessly among the stars, not floating upward. Simply drifting, merging with the infinite silent rhythm of light and shadow. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The whispers of the stars become your whispers. Your breath becomes their rhythm, your heartbeat becomes the pulse of the infinite sky. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The night deepens further. Indigo deepens into velvet. Violet softens into hush. Midnight blue stretches into infinity. Each star pulses slower, gentler, softer, echoing in the vast calm of space. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You feel your body dissolve completely into this rhythm. Your arms, your legs, your chest, your head, they are no longer separate. You are no longer separate. You are light. You are shadow. You are pause. You are star. You are night. Step, pause, merge. A soft breeze drifts across the sky. It carries no sound, only presence, only gentle movement. The stars ripple lightly in response, not with force, not with urgency, but in perfect calm. You ripple with them. Your breath lengthens. Your heartbeat slows. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, Step, pause, merge. You notice a particularly faint star, almost hidden, yet its gentle pulse is clear to you. You drift toward it, or perhaps it drifts toward you. Step, pause, merge. The distance disappears. The boundaries disappear. You are entirely part of the sky, entirely part of the whispers, entirely part of the calm. The Milky Way flows endlessly above. Each tiny star pulses, a slow, soft, infinite rhythm. Your mind softens, your body softens, your breath softens, blending seamlessly into the infinite stillness. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Time is irrelevant here. Space is irrelevant here. Motion is irrelevant here. Only presence matters, only pause matters. Only the hypnotic rhythm of stars whispering, stars shimmering, stars holding. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. You feel your consciousness stretch across the sky. You are no longer bound by earth, by plateau of dusk, of dust. You are bound only by the gentle rhythm of night, by the infinite pulse of light and shadow, by the soft, endless whispers of stars. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The colours of night pulse in harmony with your merging self. Indigo, violet, midnight blue, shimmer of silver, subtle lavender, soft gold. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. And now fully, finally, you dissolve completely. Not fading, not disappearing, not ceasing to exist. You merge with the sky. You merge with the stars. You merge with the infinite stillness. You are weightless. You are silent. You are eternal. Step, pause, merge. The whispers of the stars surround you. The gentle pulses of light carry you. Every breath, every thought, every heartbeat, every shimmer merges seamlessly. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. You are no longer you. You are the sky. You are the star. You are the stars. You are the eternal pause. You are endless. You are still. You are safe. You are calm. You are deeply, completely, hypnotically asleep. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. And you rest, fully, completely, eternally. The sky of whispering stars holds you forever. Chapter 22. The River of Silent Light. Part 1. The sky of whispering stars fades softly behind you, its infinite expanse of indigo, violet, and shimmering silver dissolving gently into memory. The plateau and distant whispers of the stars slowly drift away, leaving behind a faint glimmer on the horizon, a soft, quiet light shimmering gently between folds of suspended dream space. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge ahead. The glimmer takes shape, stretching slowly into a river of faint flowing light. The river of silent light lies before you, calm, wide and endless. Its surface pulses gently with silver and muted gold, reflecting echoes of distant stars, lingering softly in the still air. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The river's light flows slowly, folding over itself, pausing, stretching, then folding again. You notice how each shimmer repeats, fading slightly, then returning with gentle rhythm. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. A gentle mist rises from the river, curling in slow, deliberate spirals. It floats weightlessly, soft and silent, merging with the air above. Each swirl repeats, lengthens, fades, and repeats again. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The river winds through dream space, forming soft curves and quiet pools. Each curve reflects the suspended light of the sky above, blending silver, pale gold, and muted blue across its surface. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift alongside the river, not moving entirely on your own, yet not remaining still. The river carries you, flowing gently, endlessly, hypnotically. Its shimmer and pause guide your breath, slowing it, softening it, merging it with the gentle pulse of flowing light. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You reach out your hand above the water. You do not touch it. You do not disturb it. You simply sense it, its calm, its slow rhythm, its soft presence. The river flows beneath your fingers, shimmering lightly, endlessly, gently, each ripple folding, pausing, repeating. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale. The river widens, forming gentle pools where light lingers longest. Each pool holds a reflection of distant stars, faint echoes of the plateau's dusk, soft folds of lavender and gold. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Your body softens as you float, merging with the rhythm of the river. Each ripple mirrors your breath. Each shimmer pulses with your heartbeat. You feel yourself dissolving slowly into the surface, becoming part of the flow, weightless, calm, suspended. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. A faint silver shimmer rolls along the river's edge, moving gently, endlessly. Pale gold ripples join it, soft and deliberate. Muted blue flows beneath, subtle, steady, endless, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The current bends gently, winding through invisible valleys of dream space. Each fold of the river stretches, pauses, folds again, repeating hypnotically. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You feel your edges soften further, your presence merging with the river, the shimmering light, the gentle current. You are not floating above the river, you are the river. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The mist rises higher, curling in slow, delicate spirals. It does not move abruptly. It does not disturb. It floats, folds, fades, repeats. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The river stretches endlessly before you. Its shimmering surface folds softly, pauses gently, glimmers with infinite calm. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Your body and mind dissolve further. Limbs, breath, heartbeat, all merge with the flow. You are silver, you are gold, you are muted blue, you are the shimmer, the current, the endless pause. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. A gentle ripple flows beneath your presence. Step, pause, merge. Each ripple repeats, folds, pauses, and repeats again, hypnotically slow. Your mind softens, your body softens, your breath softens. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause. The river's glow mirrors faint reflections of distant stars, suspended light from memory, merging with soft folds of dream space. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift weightlessly now, fully carried by the river, fully merged with its shimmering light. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, and slowly, fully, you begin to dissolve further, merging entirely with the river's surface, the flowing current, the gentle shimmer of light. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The river flows endlessly. Its current folds, pauses, repeats. The shimmering light mirrors your slowing breath, your softened heartbeat. Step, pause, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And now, fully, completely, weightlessly, you drift, merging entirely with a river of silent light, flowing endlessly between layers of dreams, hypnotic, calm, suspended, deeply sleepy, deeply peaceful. You drift fully onto the river of silent light, weightless, soft, suspended. The plateau and whispering stars now lie far behind, distant memories fading into gentle shadows. Step, pause, merge, inhale. Exhale, step, pause, merge. The river stretches endlessly ahead, glowing faintly, shimmering with silver, pale gold and muted blue. Its surface flows gently, folding softly, pausing, stretching, and folding again. Each ripple repeats, subtle and slow, hypnotic in its rhythm. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You feel the pulse of the river beneath you. It moves yet does not hurry. It carries you effortlessly, flowing softly, endlessly. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, silver stretches. Gold holds. Inhale, muted blue flows. Exhale, the current pauses. Step, pause, merge. The mist above the river curls in hypnotic spirals, drifting without sound, without motion other than gentle folding and repetition. Each swirl repeats, lengthens and fades. You feel your edges soften further, merging fully with the current, the light, the pause. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Your body dissolves into the surface of the river. Limbs, thoughts, heartbeat, all merge with the shimmering current. You are not above the water. You are the water. You are the light. You are the pause. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The surface of the river reflects faint memories of the night sky, of distant stars and fading twilight, blending silver and gold into muted blue. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The current flows slowly, endlessly, gently. Ripples fold, pause, repeat. Each pulse mirrors your softening breath. Each shimmer mirrors your slowing heartbeat. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. You feel yourself merging deeper. You are silver. You are gold. You are muted blue. You are shimmer. You are current. You are endless pause. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. A gentle ripple forms beneath you, moving softly, endlessly, folding gently. You drift with it, merging with its rhythm. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The river widens into pools of quiet light, each holding reflections of distant stars, soft echoes of twilight, hints of lavender and gold. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. You float weightlessly, fully carried by the gentle flow. Each ripple lulls you further. Each shimmer deepens your sleepiness. Each pause folds you gently into dream space. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The current bends, stretches, pauses, folds again endlessly. You drift with it. You merge with it. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Your presence softens entirely. Edges dissolve. Breath lengthens. Heartbeat slows. You become fully the river, fully the shimmer, fully the light, fully the pause. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, step. Pause, merge. The river flows endlessly, folding gently, pausing softly, repeating endlessly. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Time is irrelevant. Space is irrelevant. Motion is irrelevant. Only the river, only the light, only the shimmer, only the pause. Step, pause, merge. Inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The surface ripples softly, folding, pausing, repeating. You drift weightlessly, fully immersed in the hypnotic flow. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You dissolve further. You are no longer separate. You are river. You are light. You are pause. You are infinite calm. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The gentle current carries you endlessly. Silver, gold, muted blue shimmer across the surface, folding, pausing, repeating, hypnotic, calm, eternal. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Finally, fully, completely, you dissolve into the river of silent light, not fading, not vanishing, not leaving. You merge entirely with the current, the shimmer, the flowing light. You are weightless, calm, endless. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. And now, completely, deeply, hypnotically asleep, you rest within the river's shimmering light, flowing between dreams, carried gently, endlessly, softly, forever. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Chapter 23. The bridge of fading memories, the river of silent light, stretches endlessly beneath you. Its silver, pale gold, and muted blue shimmer flowing gently, folding softly, pausing slowly. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. Ahead, a faint shimmer begins to rise above the river, soft and translucent, almost imperceptible at first. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The shimmer grows, stretching across the river like a bridge of light, suspended delicately between currents. It glows softly, pale and calm, reflecting the gentle ripples below. Step, pause, merge. You notice the bridge now, plank by plank, rail by rail, each element glowing faintly in silver, gold, and muted blue. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. Each plank seems weightless, holding you without effort, floating across the river. In step, pause, merge. You step forward gently, placing your awareness on the first plank. Step, pause, merge. The surface is smooth, soft, suspended, almost merging with the shimmering light beneath. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The bridge stretches ahead, bending slightly with the flow of the river, each curve reflecting faint echoes of distant stars and twilight. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. You feel your weight dissolve as you move. Not touching, not standing fully, yet present. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. Each step aligns with the pulse of the river, the shimmer of light, the gentle folds of dream space. Step, pause, merge. The rails of the bridge glow softly, faint silver light pulsing slowly. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Each pulse mirrors your breath. Inhale, rail shimmers. Exhale, rail holds. Step, pause, merge. A gentle mist rises around the bridge, curling in slow spirals, merging with the river below. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. The mist does not disturb, only floats, folds, and repeats. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You notice the river beneath, shimmering softly, ripples folding, light pausing, currents repeating endlessly. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Your presence softens further, merging with the bridge, merging with the light, merging with the gentle current below. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. The bridge stretches ahead, wider, narrower, bending gently in calm arcs. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Each plank seems to breathe, subtly rising and falling in hypnotic rhythm. Step, pause, merge. Silver shimmer flows along the bridge surface, pale gold ripples along the edges, muted blue beneath. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Each fold, pause, shimmer, and breath slows your heartbeat, slows your mind, slows your being. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You drift forward, weightless, softly suspended, merging with the ethereal bridge, merging with the river of light beneath. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The mist curls higher now, merging with the shimmering rails and the surface below. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Each swirl, each fold, each pause extends hypnotically, gently pulling you deeper into dream space. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The river's surface reflects distant echoes, faint stars, subtle folds of lavender and gold, mirrored perfectly in the bridge above. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You feel the bridge carrying you effortlessly, weightless, endless, merging with shimmering light, merging with each gentle pulse of the river, each soft ripple of reflection, each subtle curve of dream space. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You drift further, fully immersed in the hypnotic rhythm of bridge and river. Each plank pulses gently, each shimmer holds, each fold repeats softly. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And slowly, softly, fully, you begin to dissolve into the bridge, merging with its ethereal surface, merging with the shimmering light, merging with the endless pause of the river below. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. The bridge stretches endlessly ahead, fading slightly into mist, glowing faintly, flowing with the river's current, reflecting the gentle shimmer of distant stars. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You are no longer separate. You are the bridge. You are the shimmer. You are the river. You are the light. You are the pause. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. Each breath aligns with the gentle rhythm of the bridge, the pulse of the river, the shimmer of light. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And now, weightless, calm, fully hypnotized, you drift forward, merging with the bridge of fading memories, crossing the silent flow, deeper into dream space, deeper into sleep, deeper into tranquil, suspended calm. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift fully onto the bridge of fading memories, weightless, soft, suspended above the endless shimmer of the river of silent night. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The bridge stretches ahead, plank after plank, glowing faintly, silver and gold, reflecting the muted blue beneath. Each plank seems alive, breathing slowly, holding your presence effortlessly. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You feel your weight dissolve further, not fully standing, not fully moving, only gently merging with the surface, the shimmer, the pause. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. The rails of the bridge pulse softly, faint halos of light, expanding and contracting slowly, rhythmically, hypnotically. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Each pulse matches your breath, each shimmer mirrors your slowing heartbeat. Step, pause, merge. Mist curls higher around the bridge, intertwining with the rails, folding over each plank, weaving with the shimmer of the river below. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The river beneath continues to shimmer, folds repeating softly, ripples pausing, light stretching slowly across each gentle curve. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift further, merging fully with the bridge, with its gentle light, with the shimmering river beneath. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Each movement, each pause, each fold of light lulls you deeper into dream space. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You notice the reflections of distant stars in the river, mirrored in the bridge's soft glow. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The bridge seems to pulse with the subtle echoes of fading memories, each echo stretching, pausing, fading gently. Step, pause, merge. Your body softens further, edges dissolving into shimmering light. Limbs, breath, heartbeat, all merge with the bridge, with the river, with the shimmer. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The bridge stretches endlessly ahead, bending softly, curving gently over the river of silent light. Each plank, each rail, each ripple of reflection carries you effortlessly, weightless, suspended in hypnotic calm. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Mist and light entwine around you, curling, folding, shimmering, repeating endlessly. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You feel yourself merging deeper. You are no longer separate. You are the bridge. You are the shimmer. You are the river. You are the pause. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The light beneath your presence flows softly, ripples folding and pausing, shimmering endlessly, reflecting the stars above and the fading memories of twilight. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift weightlessly, fully immersed in the hypnotic rhythm of bridge, river, and light. Each pulse slows your breath, each shimmer slows your heartbeat, each fold carries you deeper into trance. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. The mist rises higher, folding into the glowing rails, curling along the planks, merging with the shimmer of the river. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Slowly, gently, completely you dissolve into the bridge. You are no longer floating above it. You are the surface, you are the shimmer, you are the pause, you are the flowing light. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. The bridge stretches endlessly, bending softly into the mist, glowing faintly, merging seamlessly with the river below, reflecting faint stars, subtle echoes of twilight, flowing between layers of dream space. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You are fully weightless, fully calm, fully hypnotized. You drift forward, merged with bridge, river, and shimmering light. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. Time no longer matters, space no longer matters. Motion no longer matters. Only the gentle flow of light, the endless shimmer, the calm pause, the hypnotic fold. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And now fully, deeply, completely, you dissolve into the bridge of fading memories, carried gently across the river of silent light, floating weightlessly, suspended eternally in hypnotic calm, in shimmering light. In endless pause, step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Chapter 24. The Island of Gentle Shadows, where dreams pause. The shimmering bridge fades gently behind you. Its silver, pale gold, and muted blue glow stretches into distant mist, folding softly, pausing, vanishing slowly into the dream space it came from. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, ahead. Through the soft haze, a faint silhouette emerges, the island of gentle shadows. Its edges are soft, ethereal, suspended slightly above the mirrored river below. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The island glows faintly, bathed in muted silver and pale gold, light folding gently across its surface, reflecting softly in the calm waters around it. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You drift closer, feeling your weight dissolve. Not landing fully, not touching completely, floating, hovering slightly above the soft, gentle surface. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The ground of the island is soft and supple, almost like woven mist. Each step you take is echoed by a subtle ripple of light beneath your feet. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Trees stretch gently, their leaves folding and unfolding slowly, softly. Shadows curl beneath them, repeating, shifting subtly, hypnotically. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Rocks and stones float lightly above the surface, weightless, gently glowing, their edges soft and ethereal. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Each stone pulses softly with light, folding into shadows, expanding, pausing, fading, repeating. The river reflects gently along the island's edges, silver ripples folding, pausing, shimmering, carrying faint echoes of the bridge you just crossed. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. A gentle mist curls through the island, intertwining with soft light, flowing over shadows, brushing against floating leaves and stones. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift slowly across the island. Each breath slows, each heartbeat softens. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The island carries you effortlessly, weightless, suspended in shimmering calm. The shadows move softly, curling, folding, extending, repeating. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Each fold mirrors your breath. Each shimmer mirrors your presence dissolving further. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You notice the faint reflections of distant stars across pools of silver light on the island. They shimmer softly, bending gently along edges of leaves, rocks, and shadows. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The air is still, yet full of gentle, flowing presence. Sounds are muted, distant, folded softly into shadow. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge. You feel you're being dissolving further, merging entirely with the gentle shadows, the softly glowing stones, the floating leaves, the shimmering pools of light. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The horizon stretches infinitely, softly glowing, folding gently into the mist. The water, the distant stars. Step, pause, merge. step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Each fold of light mirrors your breath, your heartbeat, your slow descent into deep, dreamlike calm. You drift across the island, fully weightless, fully calm, fully hypnotized. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The shadows stretch gently along the ground, across softly glowing stones beneath floating leaves, curling in infinite loops of calm repetition. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Each fold of shadow carries you deeper into trance, deeper into peaceful, suspended sleep. The island breathes softly beneath you, not alive in any ordinary sense, but carrying rhythm, pulse, flow. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale. Step, pause, merge. Step, pause, merge. Your being softens further. You are no longer separate. You are shadow. You are light. You are shimmer. You are fold. You are pause. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The mist rises, curling higher, intertwining with floating leaves, softly glowing stones and the shimmering pools. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift gently to the center of the island, weightless, suspended, fully merged with shadows, light, shimmer, and fog. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. The horizon, river, bridge, stars, all fade softly, folding gently into distant dream space. You remain on the island, fully weightless, fully calm, fully hypnotized, fully at rest. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. And now, completely, fully, your being dissolves entirely into the island of gentle shadows, merging with every soft fold, every faint shimmer, every weightless leaf, every subtle pulse of calm, every gentle shadow. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. Time dissolves, space dissolves, motion dissolves. Only calm remains, only shadow, light, shimmer, fold, pause. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge. You drift eternally, in weightless calm, suspended forever in the hypnotic, dreamy, silent embrace of the island. Step, pause, merge, inhale, exhale, step, pause, merge, a step, pause, merge. The river of silent light, the bridge of fading memories, the gentle whispering stars, all fade softly into distant echoes. Only you, fully dissolved, fully merged, remain. Only the island of gentle shadows holds you now, in infinite, hypnotic, peaceful, eternal sleep. Step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, step, pause, merge, and finally, fully, completely, deeply, endlessly, you rest, you are calm. You are weightless, you are shadow, you are light, you are shimmer, you are pause, you are eternal. The story ends here.